shout. She say, why you bragging? I say, this your introduction. You can hit the station line at any time for a discussion. Got me feeling the percussion. Trying to do this without cussing. Still I'm eating trapper rappers like they are some chicken nuggets at the luncheon with the munchies. From the city to the country, it's Miss Poison Ivy Bowden like she off the backboard dunking. Still it's hip hop that we talking at IBNX Atlanta. Check the channel, lock the date and time in your schedule. Planner artists come and get the shine. You know I be getting mine every time I do an interview. It feel like Christmas time. Let her pick my mind. Got the sickest rhyme. Let the people know I grind hard. Got nice bars without the ether flow. Grim Reaper stroke, poison ivy through your speakers. Folk IBNX Atlanta sponsor the time that we speaking. Folk connecting you the artists, entrepreneurs, the streets and more. If you ain't talking hip hop, really, what are you speaking for? Crazy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold your applause. Hold your applause, please, please. This is your girl, Ms. Poison Ivy, and I am here with the lovely, the oh-so chocolatey, the oh-so funny, the chick I can count on in a crunch.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh-so jazzy. Hey, Jazz.
Hey.
Welcome to another edition of No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com. I am so excited to be here.
Likewise.
So, for those who don't know, we are not Facebook Living. Why? Because you can watch us on YouTube Live. Just follow IBNX Radio Network on YouTube, and you can see us. Hey, YouTube. Jazz, say hey to YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Hey. So,
how was your week?
before I go there, let me just introduce the drink for the night.
Okay, all right.
Look, you know when I got to start with the drink for the night? That means it's been that kind of week.
It has been. When we start sipping before the show actually starts, it has been that kind of week.
Right. So, first, I was at the liquor store.
Okay. Our weekly visit.
Yes. Which we rotate.
Right.
We're really good about
I
that.
think I did a damn good job last week.
You did do a good job last
we
week.
finished that bottle.
Yes, we did.
Completely.
Yes. And I think we might this week too.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. And the reason I say I don't know is because we have not one bottle.
Not two bottles.
Not two bottles, but 3 bottles that we are drinking from
With
today.
a chaser. Would you consider that a chaser? Not a chaser.
It's a mixer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, our first ingredient for those who are thinking about trying our drink tonight is not for the lactose intolerant. It is milk. So, YouTube, we got milk. Our second ingredient is... I'm reaching down in my bag of tricks.
Not for the ladies, like actual tricks, you guys.
Tricks are for kids. It is Bailey's Irish Cream.
The original.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that.
So I didn't get Bailey's Kahlua, which I really love Kahlua.
Overlap Kahlua.
But which I like to mix Kahlua in coffee too.
In the coffee cup at work or just regular? Hey, I won't incriminate.
Look,
you. Okay,
not at this job.
Okay.
Not at this job, because I got to be on alert for the kids.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say I haven't in the past.
All right.
So Bailey's Irish Cream is our first piece that we're gonna put in these cups I'm making.
I think that's clutch. I think you could do so much with that. Make desserts, coffee.
You can.
All kinds of stuff.
And I'm making drinks for the fellas of Topics.
Our new best friends.
Yes, they're our new friends. And they did their show before us. So I'm going to make them a couple of drinks because we are nice like that. Our second mixer is Creme de Cacao.
I've never heard of that.
It is a nut-based liquor.
Like a coconut base, like like a nut, not like a nut, like
no, that's a nut. That's
like
not
a
a
nut.
coconut. Look
Okay.
at that nut.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, a nut-based
Okay.
liquor. So that's our second liquor that I'm going to pour in tonight.
feeling warm inside. Even though it's cold, I'm feeling warm. I love that.
But that's the liquor.
Right.
So I actually want to try this concoction warm.
You said that, and I'm not too fond of it, but I think, you know what, maybe if you mix this with some eggnog around the seasonal time, I think that would definitely be really good.
It might be too sweet. The milk, because you can warm up milk,
Right.
You can warm all of this up, and I think it'll still be good.
With some cinnamon on top? Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Now, what you could do is increase my last ingredient, and that will give it a more minty flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So that is creme de menthe.
Really? Is that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
I was feeling a little kick in it.
Yes, you can smell the mint. You can feel a little mint.
I taste it now. I'm feeling it. I'm
Yes.
tasting it. I'm sensing it.
And that is the last ingredient. And then you put them in that order. And last, to top it off, to do your final mix, is your milk. Now, again, for the lactose intolerant, you could use almond milk. That probably would be really good.
Right, if you're lactose intolerant.
Because-
Especially if you do it vanilla flavor, that'll be really nice.
Because almond milk is really sweet, too. Have you had almond milk?
I really don't drink whole milk, so
Me neither.
yeah, I personally prefer almond milk anyway.
But for this drink, whole milk,
for this drink, we had to go.
whole milk was good.
And so you didn't answer me back when I asked you if you wanted whole milk or, like I said, do you want whole milk? And you didn't respond.
I didn't get that.
You didn't?
No, ma'am.
I was too busy trying to find that video because I was like, this is the first thing that came to mind when you asked me to pick up.
So I sent Jazz a text because I was getting our drinks for the week. I usually like to wait until the day of the show and see how I feel to go get them. And as I was doing so, I got a text about engineering the show before ours, which I love doing. So, of course, I said, I'm close. I'll come engineer. So I come to engineer, and I didn't have time to get the milk. So I sent Jazz a text about getting the milk. And apparently she texted me back that I never got.
Oh, you know what? I had this figment of imagination where I swear I text people back and I don't. But
Because I didn't get it.
I did text you back though. I did.
I'm not rude. But I promise. And look, there now. No, it's at 8:10 p.m. I'm gonna see what time that text went through, because I see a text from Jazz that never rang. Which, of course, I would have responded to her.
I had to get my LOLs and my
Because she was,
LMAOs. I was
yeah.
really hollering.
Because did you see me laughing? I mean, respond when you said you was hollering.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't get a text from you.
See, it's a conspiracy.
Oh, you know what? It is there.
Right over it.
I read right over it.
It's okay.
I didn't see that pop up. I saw the YouTube video. So Jazz, I sent Jazz a text saying, "Hey, can you get some milk on your way?" And she says, "I'm hollering. I am hollering," and sends me this YouTube video about why she was laughing so hard.
It was hilarious to me. That's the first thing that came to mind.
So I clicked on the video and never saw the other text about the whole milk.
Because she was just so engulfed.
Yes, because I was cracking up too. Because I'm like, I know she like, what am I doing? But you know what I thought you were thinking about?
What?
I was like, Lord, is she sending me that two girls in the milk video?
No.
So I was like, oh hell no! I know she didn't.
No. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh, tonight?
I watched what you sent me, but I didn't watch
No,
that.
Two Girls in a Cup. You didn't watch it?
No.
See?
And I don't know why
This partnership ain't
two
gonna
girls
work.
in a cup turned into two girls in milk to me.
I'm going to find it and I'm going to send it to you.
So I was like, did she just send me this two girls in milk?
In milk. I'm going to find it and I'm going to send it to you because you need to be updated. You need to know what we were speaking about.
No, I don't like lesbians.
I mean, they weren't really doing too much lesbian activity, to be honest. So
What the hell wait, I forgot what you said they were doing. I don't want to know.
I'm going to send you the video and then you're going to have
Nope.
a choice but to see it.
Nope.
And it starts off like a regular white porno. You know, they're probably sitting on the couch and the music dun, 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 is playing, you know, right? And all of a sudden the cups come out. I think that's pretty right.
Wow. Okay.
You'll watch it.
I don't want no parts of that.
You don't have to be a part of it. You just have to watch it so you can be cognizant about what I was speaking about.
Jazz, stop trying to
Corrupt it?
yes, thank you. Thank you.
I don't think it's corruption. I think it's just awareness. It's awareness.
Anyway, I had an interesting week.
Interesting is good.
No.
No?
Yes and no. Interesting in that I feel like my job may be going in a different direction.
Okay, what does that mean?
What the hell? What's going on? We just got attacked. I don't know what happened, but I'm a
That
little...
was like a UFO or something.
Right.
Was that a UFO?
It sounded like some aliens. I was a little scared.
I was looking for stuff outside.
Right. So it just means it's going in a different direction. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just, it could be a great thing.
Okay.
But I have to prepare.
Okay.
And
But you can never prepare for change.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
Some change you can.
Okay. For the change that you're speaking about, you can.
Yes.
Okay. That's
so
good.
I've already started the preparation. So finally hearing that the change may come means me being proactive was a good thing.
Okay. Doing your due diligence.
Yes.
Okay. So is that a good thing or is it a bad thing?
If all of my preparations work out the way I want them to, it's probably one of the best things that ever happened.
Okay. That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm just automatically excited for you now.
Thank you.
So that's good.
See, that's what I said. It's the supportive Jazz that gets excited for her
I
friends.
can't be nothing else.
Yay. So, Jazz, how was your week?
My week was, what word would be good? Like, in a sense, like overwhelming in a bit. I don't know. I think that would be a good word. Overwhelming.
What was so overwhelming about your week?
Just a lot of stuff. I took a hiatus from social media.
Which we're going to talk about.
I put my phone on do not disturb from Tuesday night, and I just cut it back on last night.
Like no calls, no texts, nothing?
You don't know where I am.
No Snapchat?
Nothing.
Jazz. Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and we must delve deeper into what happened to Jazz.
Where was she?
Where was she? She was on the side of the milk carton for 2 days.
I was on the side of the street trying to make them.
See? See? You might want to go to Dubai with DJ Fantasy.
Is that where she at?
That's where she been for the last month.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get like her.
Right. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com. We'll be right back.
But I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. You want it?
Regular, they only be like, do they show and they dip right after?
Right.
Now, they're lingering, sipping.
Yeah.
You.
So I was making drinks for the fellas from Topics, and we were talking about the fact that milk is one of the ingredients. And we were told that all black people are lactose intolerant. And I was laughing because I drink milk with my students all the time. Like I eat school lunch.
I always pass on the milk.
You do?
I've always passed on the milk.
Well, I try to lead by example because they have to take the milk with their lunch.
Right.
So I take my milk, and they get excited about me, like, putting my straw in my milk or opening my milk. And, like, there's one little boy, if I sit by him, if we have fruit, it comes in a cup. He always asks me, can he open my cup of fruit for me?
Oh, what a gentleman.
I know.
That's where it starts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In about 20 years.
Girl. And look, and it's so funny because his parents are very interesting. They look like...
They're interesting looking, or the overall perspective of them is interesting?
They look like they would be in... I hate to say this.
Just go ahead and say it. It's No Filter Friday.
An ad for, like, the Nazi party.
I cannot.
Like, I mean, down to their haircuts and everything. Like, but they are that we are the prototype Caucasian family.
Okay.
Look. And the little boy has, like, that
buzz cut
part in the side, really crisp blonde hair. He's so cute. And I think he likes black women.
And I wouldn't doubt that.
It is so funny to me.
I know a lot of blonde hair, blue eyed little white boys that love them some chocolate.
It's a couple of them
that like them some dark chocolate. Okay?
Yes, look. There's this one really, really chocolate little girl.
You were telling me about it. She was so pretty, right?
Oh, she's gorgeous. Her skin is so
picture.
black and like satin.
Right.
And a fairer girl was calling her ugly because of her skin. And when the teacher brought it to everybody and they were talking about it, the first one that said, well, I think she's beautiful.
Was that little white boy?
It was a little white boy.
I don't know. When does that start? When is that? YouTube, y'all can't see this, but let me find out.
Right. One of our non-black hosts from another show.
To the cookout, though,
look, he peeked around the corner like, yeah.
He invited to the cookout.
But it's funny because, you know, I teach a class called Social Issues and Family Involvement.
And I've been loving this class since I met you.
Right.
Loving it.
So yesterday, we talked about what is a family.
Okay, that's a good question. That is a very good question.
What is a family? And we got into the fact that it's different for everybody.
Definitely.
And the sooner you accept that every child that walks in your class is from a different type of family,
right,
and you leave your opinions at the door,
right,
the better off you'll be, and the easier it is to support your children and what they bring with them emotionally and all of that. So we got into, I told them about the little girl saying no brown kids on the playground. And we had a whole discussion about that and all of that. But it was so interesting because hearing other people's ideas of family and what it looks like and what it could be. And the one thing everybody agreed on, though, is that family doesn't have to be the one you're born into.
Definitely.
Like, and I'm big on that.
I think everybody in this world has been able to personally feel that they can be a family somewhere else. You know, whether it be your job, whether it just be your friends. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everyone should at least been able to have the aspect of a family outside of their blood relative.
Girl, I got a whole nother mama.
Let me tell you something. Okay? Let me tell you something. That's you. And it's funny because my mom, knowing me so well, she knows that people take to me and they stick to me. So when she hear me calling other people ma, she don't feel no kind of way. You know what I mean? And that's good.
And see, my mom feels some kind of way about that.
Does she?
Oh, she don't like it. She does not like it.
My mama like, as long as I'm your number one, I'm good.
No, she don't like it. Like, you know, I have a lady that I call my mom. Like, I say that's my second mom.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any daughters, just sons. And they're close in my age. So it's like we could be.
Right.
And I call them my brothers. They call me their sister.
Right.
So, but they're like family and have been for several years. She don't like it. My sister has a lady who actually is the mother of a former boyfriend of hers. The boyfriend passed. And shortly after that, my sister had my nephew, who oddly enough, resembles
him so much.
the guy.
Right.
So his parents have taken to my nephew and love him and love on my sister like they're his grandparents.
Right.
Or they're her parents. And so when you see her in photos with them, she looks like she could be part of their family. It's really...
And see, I wouldn't have any problem with that.
Right.
It's not... Understand that it's never going to be a replacement attempt. It's not a replacement attempt. And I feel like in this day and age, a person should always have someone they should be able to go and speak to about anything.
Well, there used to be a sense of community, a sense of other people who helped raise your children.
Right.
So it wasn't like you were the sole go-to.
Everything,
Right. And I don't know. I guess my mom lost that somewhere. Because she used to be down for that when we was little. Because then when the neighbor want to give you a whooping and then you come home and get a whooping for whatever you did from her, she was cool with that.
Right.
Now it's all of a sudden an issue.
Right.
Girl, bye.
Don't do mom like that.
Look, girl, bye. Now back to you. You ain't off the hot seat.
Oh, gosh.
Tell us, what was this?
Overwhelming week
Why
of
did you
mine.
go incognito?
I don't, you know what? At the moment, okay, so I don't know. It's just the city of Houston has been on my heart so heavy this week. And Tuesday, I log on to Instagram, and it's a lot of people posting about, where is Beyonce? Why she haven't donated no money? What's she doing? Rah, rah, rah. Well, let me give a little let me give a little backstory. Let me give a little backstory on why it was so overwhelming for me.
So wait. Before you say why you got off social media, can I guess?
You can.
So
I think you know me well enough to know.
I almost feel like maybe you got off social media to keep yourself from like being overly inappropriate.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Because let me tell you. Okay. Let me start from the beginning. Okay. So.
Wait, did I hear a thought pop?
Look. So as many of you know, I'm from Miami, Florida. We
Right.
have hurricanes on the regular. So
As does Houston.
Houston.
Let
right.
me just say this. I have a girlfriend that lives in Houston, and she's been trying to get me to move to Houston since 1997.
Right.
You know how many times Houston has flooded since 1997?
Oh, I know.
At least 10.
Right.
Like, it's so ridiculous. But they still live there.
Right.
So the same way everybody talks about, oh, people from New Orleans stupid for going back, so are the people of Houston. I'm sorry. It floods there all the time.
Home is home.
I feel bad that people lost their homes and the situation is what
Right.
it is. But flooding is not unusual
Uncommon.
to Houston.
Right. And if you've ever been to Houston, you see the flood measurers there. And when I first went to Houston, I asked my homegirl who I was there visiting, like, what the hell is that? And she explained to me. And it's funny because
But you know why you had to ask that?
Because I didn't know.
Right. You're
being
not from a place
Miami,
that has that
from
has
Miami,
floods like that, though. I'm saying.
No, but anytime it can rain pretty bad in Miami, we do flood. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, we're on a peninsula. The water just gonna roll right back into the ocean. Luckily,
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's not the same kind of flooding.
Right,
like
right,
if,
definitely not.
If Atlanta flooded,
oh, trust me,
we'd be
in
stuck
trouble. Right.
because the sewer system sucks here,
Right.
and we're landlocked.
Right.
So that would be that.
True. Now, for me, being from a city where we are accustomed to hurricanes, I've seen first-handedly what a hurricane can do. You know, you're just in a sense of awareness. But what a lot of people either forget to realize or don't know is that while New Orleans was going through Hurricane Katrina, we in Miami, South Florida, we were having our own hurricane at the same exact time, Hurricane Wilma. So we were, in a sense, disconnected from community. We were disconnected from everything. We didn't know what was going on with Hurricane Katrina, New Orleans, until the aftermath. So being able to be in a safe haven is what I call Atlanta, because we don't really get anything here. We don't get tornadoes. We don't get hurricanes. We might get a little bit heavier rain, but that's it. So being in this safe haven at Atlanta and seeing everything be okay and still being able to see what's going on with Harvey, it really irritated me.
Right.
So then to log on to social media on Tuesday and see everybody asking questions about where Beyonce, ain't she H-Town, ain't she Houston, it irritated my soul.
So let me just say this. What pisses me off with people in social media, just because I'm from somewhere doesn't mean I got to pour all my damn money into it. You know how the rich stay rich? They don't just give all their damn
by
money
keeping
away.
their coin.
Exactly. They give to the
They give to the rich to get richer.
No, they that too. But they give to the different charities they want to.
Right.
They give to the different events they want to. But why is it Beyonce's responsibility to hold Houston on her back at this time when there's several celebrities from Houston, several rich people in Houston. Houston is not an area of poverty like that. There's several affluent people in Houston that could help pull Houston together, because regardless of if they were affected by the hurricane, that didn't affect their damn bank account.
Very true. But for whatever reason, that irritated me. And it was just like this huge burden of irritation that sat on top of me Tuesday night. And I automatically...
So much so you left?
I logged off because I was really wanting to go on each and every single person's Instagram and say, well, what have you done? You worried about Beyonce, but what have you done? Question mark. That's it. Answer me.
Right.
So next day, woke up with that same burden of irritation. And I was like, okay, you going to turn your phone off and do not disturb? Nope. Kept it on. And then while driving to work, I heard Lil Wayne and Robin Thicke's song, Tie My Hands. And if you guys don't know that song, that's the song that he wrote post Katrina about what his city went through. And in that song, Robin Thicke says, at a time of tragedy, sometimes all people need is sensitivity and compassion. And I was like, you know what? Light bulb. That's exactly what's irritating me. It's a lot of people asking, well, how much are you donating? And where is this person? And what is that person doing when you haven't offered even a prayer or a sense of positivity in the atmosphere for these people? So,
because it's so easy to point the finger rather than to realize that you got three more pointing back at you every time you do.
Definitely. But that instantly irritated me. So after that, I was like, you know what? This is what's irritating you. Just take a break from social media, because really at that point in time, I wanted to go on everybody's page and say ABCD, and I didn't, because I've matured over the past week. And now I'm back like I never left.
Well, I missed you.
I'm sure you did.
My Facebook was lit as usual.
You never miss a beat.
And you were not, your presence was, your absence was noticeable.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Because so for those who don't follow me on Facebook, which I understand because I don't put my real name out there for you to follow me.
Right.
You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter.
All right.
And you'll see me cussing out Sprint all the time.
Faithfully.
Girl, if I go off on Sprint one more time, I swear to God.
You've been going off the Sprint the entire time I've known you.
Listen, I just had to tweet to them again like, okay, Sprint's back at it. I'm about to report you to the Better Business Bureau.
And you will. She will, y'all.
Oh, I will. And that's why they know.
All right.
Sprint know.
They know what's up, old
and look, and Verizon.
Poison Ivy again.
And look, and Verizon be inboxing me like, well, you don't have those problems over here. I swear. Like,
it's so messy.
I can't make this up. I tweeted Sprint about how terrible they were, and Verizon inboxed me like, come on over here. We got you.
Can I tell you that I live for like these companies going at it on social media between McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King? I love it. They're doing so many major things with their, with their marketing teams. I love it. I live for marketing, so that's just always intriguing to me.
Look, so I tweeted about Sprint like sucking because of that $1,700 bill crap they did.
Yeah.
Verizon tweeted, inboxed me and said, you deserve superior customer service on a superior network. DM us and we'll cover the cost to switch.
Stop it.
I swear to God. Look, I can't make this shit up.
In the flesh.
And that's the verified account.
Right. Like there's a check next to it. It's real Verizon.
But no, so this week, social media has been amazing for me.
Has it?
So first, apparently Master P is in the media.
Okay, you gonna have to update me.
Because I know I mentioned it to you and you thought it was about Kodak Black.
Right.
But honey,
baby.
Apparently Master P has been someone's side dude for 2 years.
How you have all that money? You a side dude?
Oh, like so much the side dude that they're in love, and that this person is in their current relationship just for the children, and once the children get grown, they trying to be out, if not sooner. So
he's a Zaz weekend type nigga.
Like, he is...
She just keep him satisfied for the weekend, and then she go back.
He is, like, tricking off, like, bought her a sports team.
I need me a side dude. I don't have a main dude, but I can take a side dude.
Listen, my main dude would let me have a side dude if he was buying me sports teams and shit.
I don't even need a sports car.
I said sports team.
Oh, he bought her a sports team?
Yes, team.
Like an entire team?
Like a basketball team.
I don't even need that. I'm good.
Girl, bye. That's revenue. I needs that.
Wow, that's some serious love right there.
Uh-huh. And there's a photo of them posing together wearing their team shirts. He got a team, she got a team.
Is this speculation or is this proven facts?
Well, so apparently there's some evidence, but folks are like hesitant to put it out because P is big on like suing and stopping you for putting this shit out there.
Let me tell you, he don't waste not a beat to drop that lawsuit.
But they put this out there and waited, and ain't nothing happened yet. They ain't took it down.
So that means he's not denying it?
If he's not, it's huge. Because he is in a much better financial situation than her main. And her main ain't broke.
I need to know who she is. She need to be on my team.
You ready for this?
Some boss. Do I know who it is?
Oh, yes.
Wait. Hold on. Do I know who it is?
The female?
Yeah.
If I said her name, you would instantly know who she is. Would you like to guess? I'll give you 3 guesses.
Where's she from?
You know what? We're going to take a quick break and let you think about this. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com.
Where's she from?
I'm not telling you. You got to just make your own guesses. secret boot thing.
When I tell you when we went to break, I completely forgot that I was supposed to be putting the whole like strategy of thinking who it was. Is she a celebrity?
It's the drink.
Is she? It is. No, honestly, I'm feeling it.
You want to ask 20 questions?
No, I don't have time for 20. I'm gonna ask 3. Is she a celebrity?
Yes.
What kind of celebrity is she? Is she like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is her line of work?
I'm only answering yes or no.
Is it Lala?
No.
Okay. She black though, right? Because he like chocolate. How chocolate is she?
I said yes or no, but to answer is she black? Yes and no.
She from up north or down south?
Yes and no.
She from up north?
No.
Down south. Okay.
Yes.
East Coast?
Yes.
Like, okay.
I don't even see you talking about you only had 3, but you at 5 now.
Okay, girl, but it's Friday. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Down south. Like, how big is she? Is she like big or like big?
Yes or no?
She like big? Like, do I know who she is?
Yes.
Have I spoken about her before?
Yes.
I have?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You at 10. So now you next question will be number
God.
11.
Okay, I give up. I'm not good at guessing games. Like in a guess who game, I wouldn't be able to tell you who did it.
I can't wait for your reaction. Do you know? He know.
Ooh. Damn, I really took a
He playing it. Listen. You know she young. She don't know.
Hold on.
Listen to the song.
Stop playing. Are you for real?
She done got out her seat, y'all. If you watch it on YouTube, she done jumped up out the seat.
Tiny?
Tiny.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
She already has a basketball team.
He bought it.
He bought it.
He bought it.
Bought it.
He bought it.
For her?
For her.
Where was Tip?
Chasing after whole niece.
No. Are you for real?
Yes, they said basically Master P been tricking off on her for 2 years.
It ain't tricking if you got it though.
That he's like her boo, like they into each other.
Stop.
And that's why he bought her the team, because he really cared.
So wait, you think that's the issue why her Romeo and the mama was having issues? Oh my God! Like the puzzle pieces are falling together.
Romeo and who, mama?
You know, the mama sued Romeo and Master P.
No, that had nothing to do with that.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah, because that was
years.
that was many years ago.
Okay,
So that whole thing was because Master P and his wife got divorced.
Right.
Initially she got custody.
Of who? The girl? The daughter?
He has teenage kids.
Other than Romeo and the daughter that I know about?
Romeo had a little brother first, then a couple of little sisters and another little brother. It's like Master P and that chick got like 5-6 kids.
I mean, you gotta get them good, you know?
Yeah. So, but what happened is the kids basically hated living with the mom and went to court, and P got custody.
Oh.
So she sued because the child support now is gone, and she sued Romeo because basically she said he like helped P get custody of the kids and da da da.
I am so shocked.
So Tiny, yes, Tiny. So basically, they're saying like her and T.I.'s whole working on our marriage is a facade for the children.
I am so shocked right now. Like I'm speechless. When does this ever happen?
But to me, that would make sense with if you look at the way he was. Remember that video of the Escape concert where they all brought their husbands on stage.
And he was really standoffish.
She was really standoffish.
She was.
Because he kept trying to talk to her. He kept like smile. He had a smile on his face the whole damn show. She like walked over there and was talking to the baby, walked off. He like reached out for her. She like held his hand from a distance. Like she was standoffish.
Like it was just for the show.
Yes.
Wow. I would have never.
Me neither.
I mean, but Tiny, you get it, girl, okay? You get it.
Really? You gonna play Master P, Ice Cream Man?
She needs to get it.
That's what that is.
Yeah. She needs to get it.
I used to hate that song.
Ice Cream Man.
Mr. Ice Cream Man. Let me tell you. So, even though I hate that song.
You know all the words.
No, I don't. 2 people sang on that song. Moby Dick and Mia X. Okay? I love me some Mia X.
I love me some Mia X. She don't look like the same Mia X like she used to, but I love her.
I love me some Mia X. And Moby Dick, I love Moby Dick. Why? Because I feel like if you're going to have a rap crew, you're whack if you don't have a Moby Dick. Think about it. Snoop.
Uh-huh.
And all of them, Dre and all of them, they had Nate Dogg.
Right.
Okay. If you look at the Southern rappers, Outkast, Goody Mob, they had either Sleepy Brown or CeeLo.
Right. Okay.
So you have to have a singing nigga in your crew
To make it official. Even Jay Mazur, who came up here, he's a singing dude out of his group. Everybody else is a rap kid.
Yes.
Shout out to him.
You gotta, if you gonna be a successful rap crew, you gotta have a singing dude.
You gotta have that soft melody in it.
You gotta have one.
You have to.
And even if he can't sing, because Moby Dick could not sing. However, he sang on every little No Limit song he could.
Right.
He also produced beats, so that's probably why they let him sing.
All right, man, you can come get in the booth. Just come on, Something
right.
like that.
Or Moby done laid the hook, and they like, all right, man, that's jamming.
We'll start from here. Right.
Right. Because they ain't had no money to pay no real singers.
Right.
So they used what they could. But you know what? Moby Dick was jamming.
Very true.
Because he was the one talking about, Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. So I always say, fellas, if you want to have a successful rap crew, get you a Moby Dick.
You have to.
You have to. Or a Nate Dogg. Or
if you really
a
want to
CeeLo Green or a Sleepy Brown. Whatever you want to
If you really want to take it far and beyond, you could pull like a Murder Inc. and have like a female singer and a dual singer. You know what I mean? Like
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Damn, she shot me down.
Right.
No?
Because the female is not essential.
You don't think so?
No, you can have the female. Let me tell you why I say it's not.
No, you need a female
No.
rapper and you need a female singer.
Let me tell you why it's not.
You need a female too, though.
You
No,
need it.
you don't. It's not. Because look, okay, think about this. Okay? You have the female and you use her, but she's not necessarily essential. That male is in all of the successful rap crews, but the female is not. There's a female in some. So, okay, if you look at like Outkast, Goody Mob, and all of them, they had Joy, they had Erykah Badu for a little while,
right?
But they switched out females and it didn't matter who it was. They still were successful.
They switched out because they wanted to. I think if they could have rocked with Erykah, they would have. But she wanted to do her own.
She wasn't who they started with. They started with Joy. Joy was there from the beginning. They started with Joy and her homegirl. That's who was singing on the first.
You know what happened? Let me tell you. And I wasn't there to tell you what happened, but I'm gonna proclaim what happened. Every nigga in that group was starting to want to hit Joy, and then you know what? To not have no problem, Joy, get your ass up out of here.
And let me stop you because that's bullshit. And let me tell you why. Because that's not what happened. Joy actually ended up hooking up with one of the dudes in Goody Mob.
Then she got pregnant and she had to get out the group.
No, she got pregnant and they stayed together. Like, they still are cool. They got a daughter. Their daughter is grown.
She's still in the crew.
She's still in the crew. When Outkast did their 20-year reunion, Joy was right there.
Oh, was she?
Yes.
Then you prove yourself right then.
No, what I'm saying is, but they stopped putting her on shit and started going to Erykah, started going to whoever.
Okay, well, in that
so
sense, yeah, you're right.
So I'm saying the female is not essential. But you see, they didn't get a new singer nigga. They still use Sleepy Brown. They still use CeeLo Green. They don't deviate from the singer dude. Notice Dre, Snoop,
they had Michelle.
Warren G. Right.
If she went on them drugs, she'd have been hot. She'd have been hot.
When was Michelle on drugs?
She was on drugs. She was on alcohol. And Dre was beating that ass.
That's what happened to her. But she wasn't essential to the crew. But Nate Dogg,
she was essential, but
no,
she wasn't. That ass, he wouldn't let her leave home. Didn't you see the Lifetime biopic?
Girl, that was
everything.
That was her biopic. It wasn't Dre's. That was from her point of view.
Beating that ass. He was really giving her the beat.
I'm very clear, Dre. Listen.
I'm not fooling with you today.
I'm very clear that Dre likes to beat women because he beat up that reporter. However,
he beat me too.
However, Michelle was not essential to the success of their crew.
Okay.
Nate Dogg, on the other hand,
Michelle was in a lot of tracks though,
and so was some other chicks. Cause Michelle was not the chick who sang on on any of the real Dre Day. She didn't sing on the Chronic. She didn't sing on the Chronic 2000. She was not essential.
Her ass whooped by then, but do you hear this jam in the background?
Ashanti was.
That's her own song. That's not a background. That don't count. That's her song. She should be jamming.
Women are essential in any aspect
Excuse
of
me.
the world.
Let me just be very clear. Let me just be
okay?
very clear to you.
The P is power.
Let me stop you because you brought up Shashanti.
Okay. See, you so disrespectful.
And let me just tell you why I say that, because Murder Inc. gets no love around me. I just had I just came across, Facebook memories.
I'm not fooling with you today.
A Facebook memory popped up about who was the dude that ran Murder Inc.
Irv Gotti.
Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
Said something ridiculous, like I want to say he said something like I don't even remember who it was, but it was some rapper that he compared to like.
I would help you, but I've been off of social media for almost a week now.
You wouldn't have seen it because I didn't repost it. But it was something I said a year ago or 2 years ago, where Irv Gotti came out saying something like, I'll give you an example. He said something like, Kodak Black is the next Biggie Smalls. And I was like, see, that's why your damn company done disbanded. Because you don't even know good music when you hear it. Like, you are garbage. You was garbage when you signed Ja Rule, who was whack.
No, ma'am.
Ja Rule and
ma'am.
Ashanti.
I cannot agree with you.
Ja Rule and
Holla, what? No.
Oh, my God. Ja Rule, don't you play it. Don't you do it.
Let's go.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Let's go.
I'll come in there and engineer myself. Ja Rule and Shashanti make my ears bleed.
No.
When I tell you, to this day, if they music come on, I would shut the car off.
Stop playing.
Not just turn the radio down.
Got with J-Lo when they was doing their little hits.
Oh my God.
You couldn't tell me that.
It wasn't no hits. She was fake and not real, and he was whack.
Are you hearing this?
I mean this. I've said this since 1990. That's it. That's it. Y'all, we'll be right back after this break because it's about to be some furniture moving up in here. They trying me like I'm some kind of lame. I am not Ja Rule, and you are not 50 Cent. So you will not bully me.
I cannot do
because
that.
I will be the 50 Cent up in
Ja
here,
Rule
and you will be the Ja Rule. He was whack.
No.
Listen, let me explain something to you. And he just trying me real hard.
Yeah. That was.
I turned it off in here. We can't hear it.
I know all the words.
No, we can't hear it.
Oh, y'all can't hear it?
No, I turned it down.
Do I gotta turn it up?
No, I'm a hater.
I'm
gonna turn all the headphones off too, so we can't hear that.
Are you serious?
Let me tell you something. See, I gotta explain to you because when that stuff came out, you was like a kid. No offense.
Yeah, I was.
I was
But
grown.
that was like real hood love to me.
Yeah,
like that was
because you didn't know love. You were like 3.
I wasn't 3. I was older than 3, but that
okay,
was
like 10. You weren't in high school. You weren't grown. Like you didn't know real love. So it's just like how kids now think that dang Rolex song, that roly, 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 whatever that song is jamming, and it's not. It's just like catchy for a kid.
Okay, but that's no different
That
than
Rolex is
us hearing
snapping.
songs back in our day and thinking it was hot shit. And
Like
then
what?
the kids listen to it nowadays and they're looking at us like, what the hell was this?
Because kids nowadays have no sense of lyrical content.
I agree, but Ja Rule, although he didn't have too much lyrical content,
was
I think
whack
his
as
music-
you almost made me say the F word.
we know.
I had to stop
You were
myself
dropping.
because I was about to say he was whack as
I love
Shucky
me some
Duck.
Ja.
Dang it.
I really did love me some Ja Rule.
No, he made my ears. I've been saying he made my ears bleed since 1995.
And there
I
were some
swear
songs,
to God.
there were some songs of Ashanti that I still rock to this day.
Shashanti made my ears bleed. And I'm going to tell you the one song of hers that made me so mad. And if you play this song, I swear, I'll never speak to you again. I'll never give you another drink.
Happy.
That dang, I don't know what the song is, but it's to a dang Scarface beat. And Scarface kills that song. And every time I hear that song come on, I think it's about to be Scarface. And they play that dang on Shashanti, and I cannot stand it.
Foolish.
I don't know what the hell the song called, because I turn it off as soon as I hear it's her. But I call her Shashanti because she ain't shit.
You are a
Shashanti.
hater.
Shitty Shanti.
You are a hater.
I
I
can't-
thought they was hot. Okay, they were hot.
Okay, so
can't find
MC
it.
Hammer was hot at one point, but that doesn't mean he was really a dope rapper. He was not. He was hot, because that's what
But
the
no,
media
but we're
said.
not speaking about lyricists. We're not. I haven't heard a good lyricist.
Right now, now.
MC Hammer was a better lyricist than Ja Rule.
No, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Pumps in a butt. Pumps in a butt. We like the girls with the pumps in a butt.
Exactly.
Pumps in a butt.
And he was harder than Ja Rule. Ja Rule was soft as baby poop.
Hey, that's that Hammer.
He did. Let me tell you, he
Hammer
did
don't hurt
Fat
him.
Time. He ain't soft. He was like that.
He did Fat Time. He was a snitch. That's why his ass got out.
I cannot deal with you today.
I can't stand him. Oh,
was
ugly
not.
self. Looking like a mole rat.
You know what? I feel like there's a story behind your hatred for him.
No, I just don't like their music. And it makes my skin crawl. Like, y'all think I'm joking. I swear, since 1995, I have said Shashanti and Ja Rule make my skin crawl. I cannot listen to their music. Like, I shut my radio off. I'll turn the car off. I will get out of the car if somebody is playing that. I promise. I don't know what it is. I
So
cannot
if
stand their
I'm doing
music.
75 on 285, you gonna hop out the car because I'm playing some Ja Rule?
Girl, you gonna slow your ass down because that door will be open. I swear.
You know
I
what?
cannot stand them. That's how serious I feel about this. It like irks me. Oh, it irks me. It irks me.
I feel like they introduced me to like
Like, I can't think of what the Ashanti song is, but the and it makes me mad because the Scarface song is Smile with Scarface and Tupac. So they kill it, and then she gonna take the damn beat and like whack it out.
what you thought she was gonna come and drop an 18? Like
No, she whack. So I just don't like her. Ugh.
I think she bad.
yeah, that's
So
what you
she real bad, you know. But
No, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's got a
she
great
can't
figure.
sing. I'm not saying she can sing, but I feel like. she
But
don't
that's
have
my point. She cannot. And then let me tell you why us extra pisses me off.
extra pisses.
Yes, because you got to remember, she's in my age range.
Is she?
Yes, she is. She's like a year or two older than me.
She's like 22 then.
Then
She was about to go in and then I softened it down. YouTube, did you see that? She wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready. But no, what I was about to say is, so her being in my age range, you got to remember, I went to a performing arts school. So I know several chicks that can out sing her. And it really kind of makes me
She's
mad.
not a vocalist though.
Okay, several beautiful chicks.
No, it was
Beautiful that could out sing her. So it kind of ticks me off to see a not talented chick like blow up just because she's cute.
It
And
was
it's like,
opportunity though. It was opportunity. Period.
no, she was
I think it was opportunity. I think it was like a really sexy
no,
thing. And
no,
it was opportunity
no,
for her.
no.
Because
I'm
you
gonna
know
tell.
what?
I'm about to tell you what it was, and it's been said, and it's been put out there, and this is why her ass is damn near 40 and can't keep a man. This is why Nelly left her. This is why she keeps having the issues she did.
Are you
It's
about to-
because she basically was sucking Irv Gotti's dick, and that's how she got put on, and that's what she was about, and she been thotting it up in the industry since the day one.
Well, now she knows to add a little bit of a grapefruit to her blowjob.
She ain't added shit.
and
That's why she ain't got no man.
Okay.
She had her a damn Saudi prince and still couldn't keep him.
Really?
All you gotta do is just shut the hell up and be one of his concubines and you be good. She couldn't even keep that. Look at Rihanna got her one and she doing just fine.
Rihanna's looking real nice and delicious lately. She really is.
You know they be calling her fat, and I'm like, where?
No.
Like her stomach is so flat, and she just got a little thicker, but she could have got
That's
thicker.
called happiness.
She was skinny,
Yeah.
and the thing is, she was gorgeous. Now I'm gonna say this: I always thought Rihanna was cute, like cute in the like. Oh, she cute.
Cute in the face.
Yes.
But now she thick.
However,
in the face.
when I saw her like close up at the carnival, we were in, I told you she was in my band.
Right.
So I was like dancing right next to her. Like, and I looked and I'm like, oh my God, that's Rihanna. She's gorgeous.
in person. Yeah.
Like I was
Like starstruck in a sense.
not starstruck.
Like, ooh.
But like,
hey.
she's so much more gorgeous than I ever anticipated. Like, cause I knew she might be there, but when I saw her, I was really just like, wow. She is really, really pretty. And I never would have thought that to see her on TV. I thought she's cute, but not pretty. She's gorgeous.
Right.
And that's why I say, like, somebody like Ashanti, I could see that she's pretty. In person, she's probably really gorgeous. All of that. I get it. But at the end of the day, she's a talentless skank that got
my.
where she did by busting it open for the real niggas. And that's all that happened. And I just never can respect that. So I never respected or liked her music. I never liked the any of her shit. Like, I didn't like her. And then Ja Rule just was whack to me. Would I be a lady? Like, he was like a troll. A treasure troll.
Oh, are you
I love the
serious?
rough
Are you
ragged
are you
voice of
serious
him.
right now?
Yeah, I'm very serious.
I feel kind of hurt, man, because Ashanti has this one song that I heard when I was in middle school, and it's been motivating me
It was a motivation
my
song.
whole life.
Like,
Well, you know, like her very first CD, she had that last song
Did you
called
hear that?
Dreams.
And this is why.
I'm about to play it.
This is why children don't make decisions about music. Because
why is she coming for us right now?
no, I'm serious. And there's probably people who say that shit about my generation. Like, and I'm not that far fetched from y'all generation to say that. But I'm just saying, like,
You make it seem like we still got Similac on our tongue. Like,
I
we still in
mean-
cloth diapers or something like that.
listen, y'all could have been in my first pre-K class. That's all I got to say about that.
My name is Kevin Tarigi. I am 6 years
Is this
old.
it?
No.
When I grow up, I want to be a
I've never
football
Is that
player.
it? I never
My
heard
name is
that.
Jasmine
I don't know what that
Morris.
is.
I am 7 years old. When I grow up, I want to be
I don't know.
I've heard, okay, I
What
heard
that
this
is.
before, but
I am 8 years old. When I grow up, I want to be a
What year? What year did she put this out?
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor.
And let me tell you why she whack as hell. You know why she whack as hell? First of all, I'm turning that down. And let me tell you why she whack as hell. Because you know who did that first? Lauryn Hill, old biting ass bitch. See?
why she so mad?
Because I can't
I
stand
love
her.
Miss, but hold on, I love Miss Education. Now, if you had me to choose,
What?
I'm gonna always
I'll
choose
tell you, I can
Lauren
play that song on
over
repeat like
Ashanti.
16 times over.
Like, there ain't no
But that's-
question about
what is
that.
wrong
Now,
with
you're
her
not
getting
gonna
musical inspiration from
look.
someone?
I'm not gonna hop in there.
It's
and
a
be like,
difference between inspiration and like biting. That's like Nicki Minaj. You are just recreating Little Kim, ho. All you did was take what worked for Little Kim back in the day and recreated it. Like, Nicki Minaj is Little Kim down to the photos, down to the clothes, down to the hair.
She right
Like,
about
she
that.
recreates the same shit Little Kim already did back in the 90s and then try to act like she's new to it. Like it's new, like she created it. And I'm the first to admit that good things come back, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Good, like bell bottoms was in the 70s. They came back at some point in the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah.
They're gone again. They'll come back again. However, at the end of the day, when we was wearing bell bottoms, we was quick to be like, shit, they was wearing them in the 70s.
Right.
Don't sit up like, oh, we invented bell bottoms.
Okay, so you want her to give homage to where she's getting her inspiration from?
No, not just that. Not just that.
Or don't say that you come in and you being
Or
original.
you can't take credit for
So,
making
like,
something
for
hot
instance,
again. Like,
Huh?
like you bring something back, you can't take credit. Like, I'm
Right.
making this shit hot. Like,
Yeah,
Air
Yeah,
Force Ones
and,
is out.
okay,
Then
it's
you come
two
back
things.
in.
It's two things for me. So number one, you know she been coming for my girl,
Kim.
Cardi B.
Oh, and you know I don't play by my Cardi. That's my
Right. And I feel some kind of way about that because I'm like, bitch, you just don't like Cardi because you see Cardi taking a lane that you thought you filled.
I think it's more than that. I think it's an insecurity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what
She
it's
feel like
insecurity.
she thought she filled this lane, and here's a chick making a way in the lane for herself, and she's insecure and feels some kind of way about it. That's number one, and that insecurity goes down to things like the fact that you got to bleach your skin to try to be
Are we touching?
who Cardi naturally is.
Are we touching on that right now?
I'm touching on everything. This is No Filter Fridays.
Are we touching on that?
Forget what you heard.
Let me tell you something. I love Cardi. I love Cardi because she's doing a lot of the things with a lot of women, period, in personal, like real reality life, and then in celebrity life are not doing. She'll tell you she got her titties done. She tell you her ass is fake. She tells you she got her teeth done. She told you she slide up and down the pole. She knows where she came from. So, and I'm the type of person like that. I'll put all my demons on the table because you can't use them against me. I love
Let me
it.
tell you something. I love chicks like that. You know who I got the utmost respect for?
Me.
Other than you.
Superhead.
Other than you. Eve.
Yes.
This dude came out years ago trying to
Put the sex
blackmail
tape
Eve
out, yep.
for a sex tape. And Eve was
talking
like,
about Stevie
shit,
J?
I used to strip. So it probably is. Eve said, the lifestyle I live, it could be me. It might not be me. I don't know. But I lived that life. So potentially, that's me. You ain't get no damn money, nigga. This is what I
know
did.
what
You talking about the one with
is.
Stevie J?
Huh?
You talking about the tape with Stevie J?
No, a tape with some random dude.
No, there was a tape with Stevie J.
I didn't even talk about the Stevie
That's,
J
that's
tape.
what I'm talking about. She has
So
no tape?
you got to remember, Eve was a stripper.
Yes.
And Eve has always said that she was bisexual. So dude tried to put out a tape of Eve with him and another girl.
Oh, I ain't see that one.
Is it
And
out?
Eve, huh?
Is it out?
Look at you.
I don't know if it ever
Can
came.
I find it? Are you Googling it right now?
I don't know if it ever came. He's is like straight Googling, y'all. I don't know if it ever came out, but Eve basically was like, do what you got to do. If you got to put it out, I don't care. That's the life I live.
But
like,
you see,
I was her.
But this is my thing, though, and this is what I love. Eve did it. My girl Trina from back home did it. Cardi's doing it.
That's why I was so mad at that trick.
Her girlfriend, Kaya.
Kaya talking about, just admit you was a hoe.
Tell you she was a hoe.
She said in her first song, you know that hoe that'll sell more ass than me.
Right.
How much easier do you gotta say? I mean, what more she gotta say? I am a prostitute. Like she said, they'll sell more ass than me. What the? Like, get out of here.
See, this is my thing, though, and I don't know why Kaya is using the opportunity now to come for Trina. I don't know, because it's not as if, Trina did just come out with a new song not too long ago, but between Cardi, and I don't know why Nicki's coming for Cardi. I think she's just seeing a run for, really and truly, Nicki has been the only female rapper for a little while now. She hasn't had any competition. She hasn't had anybody really trying to come for her spot. But reality, Remy Ma and Cardi are not trying to come for your spot. They are in their own complete, total different lanes. But for whatever reason, she's feeling like she should.
Because I'm gonna tell you what it is, and this is what it is, and people could not want to hear this. People could not want to feel some kind of way about this.
Somebody's feelings.
So first of all, I didn't give my second thing. What pisses me off about Nicki is that if I am like me, okay, I'll use me for example. When I was younger, I rapped. I used to perform. I used to do all that stuff, and there were several females that were inspiration to me. But you know what I didn't do? Be an exact copy fucking cat. Like, at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj recreates all of Lil' Kim's photos. I mean, she literally recreates all of Lil' Kim's photos down to, like, the busted open photos, down to the hair, down to the outfits. Photo. Right. With the lollipop.
Yeah, I remember that.
Lil' Kim did that first.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I got the Lil' Kim poster.
Right. So you got to think, like, there's a video that I've posted before, and I may post it again. I wish I could find it short enough to go on Instagram, but it's not. So I have it on Facebook. It's on YouTube if you want to look. It shows Lil' Kim, and then they show Nicki redoing it. Lil' Kim, Nicki redoing it. Lil' Kim, Nicki redoing it. Like, over and over and over and over and over again. And the thing is, there is no originality to her.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't respect. And the reason why she's coming for Remy Ma is because at the end of the day, you done been in this lane and ain't nobody really been able. The only competition you done had has been fucking Iggy Azalea. Who is that? Like,
don't do her that.
Like, nobody.
Don't do her that.
And so Nicki basically, now you got some real competition with Remy Ma. And at the end of the day, Remy wasn't even really that popping when Remy was out before.
Right.
However, hold on. I didn't say she wasn't dope. Remy was dope.
Yeah.
But she wasn't popping.
She was slept on.
She was slept on.
She went to jail right when she popped. Like,
I know.
Right.
So she didn't have the chance to pop. That's what I'm saying. I like Remy.
That's good. That Annie up.
Like, if I had to choose between the two, I'm definitely Team Remy. So don't get me wrong. I'm just saying she wasn't like, she didn't get the celebrity that she probably could have had if she had kept going. Because Lean Back, you got to remember, Lean Back had just came out. It was popping.
Right.
Everybody was playing it. Her verse was the best verse on that song. That's the only verse I knew.
Yeah.
I was Team Remy. However, Nicki is feeling threatened because she has gone pop and bubblegum. And people were like, girl, here come a real lyricist. What you gonna do now?
Right.
This the best Remy verse.
I get my dog to you dirty.
Huh?
They all
This the best
730. Rock
Remy
the
verse.
ski mask,
Right here.
whether it's June or February.
Hold on, let me hear it. Oh, Annie up?
Yo, yap that fool, cause I don't know money for my peeps that hate slow money. I put them in the industry so they can come and take all your money. Wish I could bring pun back.
Bitch, run that. Bitch, run that. Bitch, run that. I used to love that. Listen, let me tell you something. Annie Up.
Yeah.
2001, 2002 is when it came out. When I tell you, that used to kill in Buckhead.
Really?
Oh my God. That was like I was 21 then. That was the best year of my life.
Let me say this, a little bit off topic, but it's funny because a lot of people, when you're from a different city, you don't really realize that your music get plays in other cities. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Right.
it's stuff that I came up here, I'm like, that's some Miami shit. What you know about that? Like, completely shocked. But,
Right.
you know, like, that's some up north shit. You would never think that it was getting played here in
Well, but you
Atlanta.
gotta. Here's what you gotta remember. Number one, Atlanta is a melting pot. And in the late '90s, early 2000s, a lot of folks from New York migrated this way.
For
Be it-
Freaknik.
No. Girl, Freaknik was over by then.
Was it? I want to go back. Whoever wants to start Freaknik
No,
back.
they tried it. It was whack.
Was it?
Yes. The last good Freaknik was Freaknik 94. They tried 95. It was okay. However,
Because you went, right?
Big booty hoes, hot with
You went, right?
I did. However, I shouldn't have been there.
That doesn't matter. It does not matter. If I can have the DeLorean right now,
Excuse me. Do you know how old I was at
it
Freaknik
don't
94?
matter.
I was not 18.
Let me tell you, I'd have been there with my Dora the Explorer backpack. Okay, I would have been with my Dora Explorer backpack, and I'd have been turning up.
Look, you seem shocked, Keith. So look. So
Not today.
look, Freaknik 94. I know exactly what happened.
You supposed to be staying with your sister.
Yes, I was
Yes.
staying with my sister.
And your friends were there.
She was a freshman at Spelman. I was staying on campus with her for the weekend. My mom went out of town, Freaknik weekend of all weekends. My sister let me have a friend stay over, but my
mom
sister
went
was
out of
like,
town.
I'm out.
I'm grown. You do you.
Peace.
Yeah.
And left us for the weekend. So Freaknik, of course, my sister went to Spelman. So it's right in the AUC. Freaknik was everywhere. All we had to do was walk outside. So that's what the hell we did. And walked around. We were in the middle of Freaknik 94. Now, they tried Freaknik in 97 when I was in college. And it was okay, but it wasn't the same. Like, what happened is Atlanta didn't like the situation. So, I don't know. Do you know how Freaknik started?
Uncle Luke.
No.
Okay.
No. What happened is that some students from Spelman, Clark, and Morehouse couldn't go home for spring break.
Okay.
So they had this big picnic,
Right.
okay? And they started making it a tradition where every year they would have this picnic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, local people started hearing about it and coming to it.
I would have came. Yeah.
And they started coming to the picnic. Then it changed. They had to start doing it at a park. And it got bigger and bigger, and it became Freaknik. So that's where how Freaknik started. It started as something simple as some kids who couldn't go home for spring break wanting to have a big picnic to celebrate since they couldn't go, and it turned into Freaknik.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
But the problem is twofold. Okay. Number one, you got these young black people organizing this event. They're making money off the performances. They're making money off the clubs. They're making money off the liquor. They're making money off the food. Not giving it to the city. City didn't like that.
Okay.
The other thing, so that was number one because they didn't have a hand in the pockets.
Right. And that
Because
definitely
to
will-
rent a park is cheap.
Right.
Damn
to-
near free.
To rent out a club,
Yeah.
and back then, a club, you could tell the club owner, let me have a door, you had a bar, and,
Yeah.
and you be
And
straight.
that's it. Now you got to buy a section for
Right.
$150.
No, now you got to rent the place out.
Right.
You got to guarantee a certain number of
Get
people.
security.
You got to, it's too many stipulations where it was different back then. The other thing is, the second thing is, too many locals started coming.
Too many
What
locals.
you mean? What you mean locals?
Why would
What
that
I
be
mean
an
is,
issue?
What I mean is the hood people from Atlanta. Yes, started coming.
Like the hood niggas.
The hood.
Yeah.
And that's where it started getting out of control. And people started getting hurt. People started getting shot. And the city.
Y'all, we have the best engineer in the building tonight.
And so the city really didn't like that because they couldn't control the crowds. Like, you started having girls girls would be like twerking. And then all of a sudden they getting raped in the middle of a circle.
Okay, I read.
Like, no, it was stuff like that happening. So it got out of control, and that's why they finally put us into it. So they tried to bring it back maybe in like 2010 or 11.
Yeah.
But I heard it was so whack.
Super fucking. Because I was at like the very last Freaknik they had. So I knew how. And that was just being on the strip. That wasn't no clubs. That was just.
How old were you?
We kind of just fell into it. It was like, what, 10th grade?
Because see, the thing about Freaknik
Learning
is
permit.
the thing about Freaknik is you didn't have to go to any clubs. You didn't have to go to any
You just
parties.
stayed on the strip.
That's why I told you, like my sister went to Spelman. We walked out of Spelman's gate and we're at Freaknik.
Right.
It was that. It was everywhere. You didn't have to club or party or go inside anywhere to be a part of it.
They kind of tried to bring it back nowadays with the Greek picnic. You know, the Atlanta
Yeah,
Greek picnic.
but the thing is, that's very exclusive because if you're not Greek, most people don't even think to go to it.
Right.
Exactly. And
I
now
don't
it's
go.
so
I'm not
like
a Greek, so I don't go.
yeah, it's so commercial now. Like how you see, matter of fact, that's what it is. Freaknik wouldn't give them white folks the money.
Right.
AGP is giving you white folks the money, so now it's kind of
Yeah.
yeah. Damn, Tasha got me like missing it. Like, like damn, I wish I would have seen.
Look,
I wish I would've
those
seen
were the
that.
good old days. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Oh, good times, good times. Jazz, listen. If you could have hung with me back in the day,
I don't think you'd have survived me.
I don't think you would have survived me.
Because let me tell you, this weekend, I went to Bulldogs, and
So let me tell you, how was Bulldogs? And I'm gonna I love that song. I'm gonna tell you that's like one of my favorite songs ever. Okay, tell me about Bulldogs. How was Bulldogs?
It was a situation that I had to adapt to.
So for those who don't know, Bulldogs is a club here in Atlanta.
A gay club.
That is a gay club, a gay
here in
male
Atlanta.
club,
Yes.
and it's been around for several years.
Yes.
My first interaction with Bulldogs was in 2002.
Okay.
I had just bought my first like brand new car.
Mm-hmm.
So I had cars, but I hadn't had a brand new like that car. I literally I caught the bus to the dealership on my lunch break from work.
Mm-hmm.
I was teaching pre-K. Caught the bus on my lunch break, and they told me they didn't have a car I wanted
Okay.
because I wanted a black car. I wanted the interior to be a certain way. I wanted to make sure I had a CD. I was specific. They said they didn't have it. I said, okay. I took my homeboy with me, too. I said, okay, cool. And he dropped me off back at work.
Right.
They called me the next day and said, we found the car. You could come get it. And I went and picked it up on my lunch break.
And went back to work with a brand new car.
And went back to work with a brand new car. And I had only been at that job for a week.
Boss moves.
Boss.
All right, Cardi.
No money down.
Yes.
So I was very, very proud of my car. I drove to Buckhead.
To go stun at Bulldogs?
No, to go party at the clubs.
Okay.
Because at the time, my Morehouse brother owned Club Cream, which was like one of the biggest clubs in Buckhead.
Okay.
So like when I walked up to the door, they'd be like, "Oh, that's Mo's sister. How many people you got with you?" And I'd be like, 10. They'd be like, "Okay, we all in."
Yeah.
Free drinks, free food section all night. Like just it was. So we leave Cream, and I'm heading back home. My girlfriends are in the car behind me. I'm in my car. And we get separated, and there's a guy in the car behind me. I'm one of those people that when I drive, I watch my rearview mirror and pay attention to what's around me. So I watch my rearview mirror. I watch my side mirrors. I watch, all around.
That's how you're supposed to drive.
Because you don't know what's coming. So
Right.
I want to be proactive.
Right.
Because I had an incident one time where somebody almost hit me. And luckily I was watching because they were running from the police.
Oh.
And luckily I was watching and got out of the way. No, I was in the West End.
Oh, okay. No shock.
Right. So I happen to be sitting there. We in traffic because leaving Buckhead, there was always traffic.
Right.
And I look up and I see the guy in my rear view, and he is staring at Bulldogs. Staring, but still driving, and crashed right into me.
Stop.
I'm not lying.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So he sees some people in the line waiting to get in. He sees something that he liked, a little snack.
Listen, he got out that car. He said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." I fell out because I watched him hit us.
Yeah.
No matter of fact, my girlfriends were in the car with me because I drove that night because I had a new car. I hadn't even got the tags on my car yet.
What?
That's how new my car
And
was.
you came out laughing. I'd have been 38 high. No.
Oh, I was heated. He like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry," blah blah blah. So we ended up going to court, right? He showed up to court with his purse and his lip gloss popping. And this was, but you got to understand,
This
like,
was before Atlanta was really out there like
right.
that. Yeah.
So for a man to be walking around with a purse and lip gloss popping in 2002, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
he was like a pioneer.
Right.
But he was there, like, Your Honor, I'm so sorry. I did not see her. I did not know what was going on. I didn't know. I did not know. I'm sorry. So the judge basically found him guilty or whatever, following too closely. They paid. Really? You hear that? It's raining, man. It's raining, man. I cannot. So Keith is like on it tonight.
Always.
On
He
it.
never misses a beat. Always.
But no, so that was my interaction with Bulldogs because
Well, see, you didn't actually go in.
no,
I went
no.
in. I went in. And of course.
Because back then it was not okay for females to be there.
Oh, but guess who the hell was there?
Now I had an old hairdresser that was cool like that. Like he would take you places like that.
Mm-hmm.
But normally, like those places was not okay back then for females to go.
Well,
now
this
it's
is not
more.
somewhere I would have visited on my own.
But now it's more acceptable. Let me just say this. Now it's more acceptable because at the end of the day,
I don't
hell,
know,
they,
baby, because
they
we was getting them side eyes.
but part of that side eye might have been like,
Hey,
is she or isn't she?
you right. You right.
Because nowadays you gotta look. You gotta
You
get that
right.
look like,
Oh, trust me.
is she? Isn't she? Is that a man? Is that a woman? Like,
Trust me. So we get in. It was my friend's birthday, and this is where she wanted to go. Okay.
okay.
You know, I'm always down for a birthday celebration. You know, I'm down for birthdays. So
Right.
we get there. It was me and another friend of mine. We get there, and we walk in the club, and you know, when you could just feel people staring at you.
right.
Girl, the weight of their eyes is just on my back, you know. But of course, as you know, true to fashion, Jasmine shows up and she shows out. So I wasn't really worried about it. We found my friend. We're chilling. And the dude, he's sitting at the bar. This old man. When I tell you, like, he was old, like, he had to be well in his 60s old. At this, I would consider it a hood club because they weren't playing no, fist pumping type music, which I thought I was going to be walking into. No.
But even the fist pump clubs nowadays play like hood music.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be where there was a distinction. Like they really play like
I haven't been to
everything.
one, But anyway, so I kept hitting with
The best time to go to one is Halloween.
So
I promise.
I kept hitting him with my purse accidentally. And he
Was it
like-
accidentally?
It was because he was so close. Like he had an opportunity to scoot over if I was in your way. You at the bar, you ain't buying no drinks. So you just taking up space and opportunity at this point in time. So I accidentally kept hitting him. He said to me, "It's not a lot of people in here with purses, so either you gonna get out of my way, or you gonna take your purse and put it on the other arm."
Right.
So I said to him, "I'm sorry, sir, I'm right-handed. It's gonna stay right here to get your ass up or buy me a drink." So I got a drink that night, and I was very satisfied, but I was just really out of place. It was really odd. It was a lot of hood niggas in there. Like I was really shocked because you don't anticipate to see that really at all. But then on top of that as well, you see a lot of dudes and you're like, oh, okay, you look all right. But then you have to remember where you're at. Like, okay, you look all right, but you're here. So it was definitely a sight to see. I ain't
But
going
see,
back.
this why I say like the different times introduce you to different stuff because I told you I had a hairdresser that would go to like those clubs, and I never forget when I met him. People wondered, is he or isn't he?
Right.
Now, I love me some him. Okay, he is like, first of all, he is like one of the most talented hairdressers in the world. Like, I literally started going to him in 1999 and did not stop going to him till 2009.
Oh, wow. So just recently.
10 years. And the only reason I stopped going to him is because at the time my job changed and I couldn't afford him no more.
Uh-huh.
But he was amazing. Still is amazing. But when I first met him, this girl I know, she said, I'm going to introduce you to this hairdresser. He's amazing. You'll love him, blah, blah, blah. She said, but don't let his looks deter you. I was like, his looks? What you mean? So when I tell you, now I'm going to describe him. He had cornrows,
Uh-huh.
grill, top and bottom,
Oh.
big shirt, baggy jeans, Timbs, like roughneck.
Okay.
But he would have frequented Bulldogs.
See, but what I hear just from hearsay, a lot of these gay men like that.
And you know, he's different now, but that's who he was then. And it's interesting because people wondered, is he, isn't he, blah, 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 and
That's
all
not
of that.
how I operate. In my mind, you are until you prove to me by a court of law that you're not.
So everybody just instantly starts gay, and then they got to prove they're not?
No. There's certain people that just... No, it's not that at all.
Jazz, you about right, because my other homegirl, she says the same
I'm so
thing.
serious. My thing is this. Everyone has a different definition of what masculinity is to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone has a difference. For me, it's certain things like, and you may call me crazy, but like I feel like if you can't drive a stick shift, I'm questionable.
Okay.
Not about your sexuality, but in my mind, your masculinity is like you have like 100%.
Oh, you mean if a
right
man
now,
can't?
You have like 95%.
So hold on. So should he be able to handle a stick?
No, like I'm talking about the car wise.
I'm just saying.
He just needs to be able.
So
You
like,
know, like
okay.
if you can't change oil, that's 5%
Okay,
taken
so
out of your
now
masculinity.
we'll say
Oh,
this.
change oil? You mean get underneath the car, twist the pan, and put the pan
Yes,
in
but that's my thing. That's
But
masculinity to me.
But here's the thing about that. And let me just say this. Number one, driving a stick is not as common as it used to be.
That. No, I get
So
that.
like, and I say that because like I can't drive one, Ace can't drive one, and I know that because my sister has one, and when we visit my sister,
I was
we
stranded as hell.
gotta get chauffeured the hell around everywhere. Like
fucking up the clutch.
yeah,
But
no, my
that's
sister
just
don't
me,
play that.
though.
You ain't finna fuck up her clutch. You can't drive her car.
That's just
Like,
me, though.
and she just moved to Hawaii, so we really want to go, and she just bought a Jeep. So I told her, I was like, oh, shucks. You know, I ain't got to, since your other car is a stick, I can't drive that, but I'm going to drive that Jeep. She was like,
you ain't.
no, boo,
That's brand
my
new.
Jeep is a stick, too.
Oh damn.
And now she
The
regrets
sticks are
it.
better though.
She
love the
regrets. She says it's better, and she's had cars that have been sticks literally since she got her first car.
And see, I'm here.
but
I'm
she
talking
regrets.
cash money shit. Like I didn't just learn how to drive stick shift last
But
year.
she
that's-
regrets her second car being a stick because when people do come in town,
can't, right.
she can't like say, "Here, take this car." They still got to like rent a car or take a Uber or whatever. But I say that to say, I think about men like changing oil and doing that kind of stuff the same way I think about women cooking and baking and sewing and all that stuff. Times are a little different. We weren't taught that same stuff. Like, I know how to do certain stuff, but some of it, my mama didn't teach me how to sew. I just got interested in sewing and watched, like, and kind of taught myself, followed patterns and learned how to sew.
Right.
My mom didn't teach me how to cook. My dad saw that my oldest sister didn't know how to cook, and so he told me and my middle sister, y'all ain't finna be like her. I'm gonna teach y'all. Because he went to culinary school.
Maybe
you see
my
what I'm saying?
example was a bad example. Like,
So
okay,
I'm saying to say, a guy who doesn't know how to like change oil or do like manly stuff, it's not uncommon because you got to ask yourself, did he have a man or a father figure to teach him that
and I
stuff?
get that. You see, so I do it like on a point system. So if you don't know how to do it, it's like 5 points off, but then you might add 5 points back. Like, I know men who don't like sports at all.
Oh,
okay, that's your 10 points right back. If you can leave me alone on Sunday so I can watch my Lifetime and you watch your sports, boom, 10 points. For you. You know what I'm saying? But then, okay, also like, if it's if it's 4 women at a table and a man, and you see us start to gossip as women do, and you don't get up, 50 points off of your masculinity.
No, see,
Period.
and I say this, Ace will sit there and laugh.
But he won't speak though.
That's true.
Because I've sat in the presence of Ace, I'm looking like you're not gonna give your opinion on what I just said.
No.
You know, but he'll just sit there and
But
be
he
quiet.
would-
But
right.
he'll giggle. You know,
'Cause-
like he might do a little smirk.
But he ain't
that's
getting in the
he
female
ain't gonna talk about
conversation.
it.
And that's
Yeah.
true, because we was at the table, all of us like talking, and he just kind of sat there.
The entire time.
Yes.
Right. So
Yeah, I
we started
guess.
talking about music. Then he got a whole bunch of shit to say.
Right.
But that's just me. But in my book, if I have a sense that you are gay, the slightest thing, if you walk a certain kind of way, and I feel like it's a little twitch in there that shouldn't be there, you are gay until in a court of law you prove to me you are not gay anymore.
That's why men don't hop in women conversations. Because see, you can say that, and in my mind, I'm thinking that's why y'all be single. Because y'all think every nigga out here gay. Like,
No, I don't believe that.
over the course of time, like Tasha said, times have changed.
Yeah.
Right.
I know a lot. It used to be a handful. Now it's about damn near half of the niggas I know. When you meet them, when you hear how they talk, you like, oh, this nigga fruity than the mug.
See, I
But
can't
then
do
you
that.
see his girl, Them been with the girl for years, either married, got kids.
Right.
Is this different?
And I will,
you know?
in this day and age, I will still be suspect. I'll be cool with you. We can dap it up, we can chill, but I'm gonna still be suspect.
So are you playing traditional roles? Is that what you doing?
No, and I'm
Because, see,
not 100% traditional. I'm not. I believe in, there's a women's place and there's a man's place. There's nothing wrong with you helping me cook at times. There's nothing wrong with you helping me clean. You know what I'm saying? I might go out and
This the real question.
Oh,
so
shit.
so this is the real question. To you,
Uh-huh.
can a man be gay even without doing the sexual act of being gay? Because that's ultimately the only time you gay is when you putting, dick
Penis
to booty.
and booty.
There you go. That's the only time you gay. You can do a bunch of other shit, but if you still like here, look at Young Thug. You would think he's gay. I really don't think he's.
He has not.
Actually,
I don't think he's effing no dude.
Speaking of Young Thug, have you seen his latest video he posted?
Oh my God! See. As soon as I say that, no. See, what video did he post?
Face full of makeup and lip gloss.
He has not proven to me in a court of law
Face full of makeup and lipstick.
that
I'm sorry.
he is a straight man.
Yes.
But let me tell you this. I don't love his music, but his music is catchy. I'll listen to it. I'll vibe to it. To me, I think that he's a very cool dude. He doesn't interview well. He's not very vocal about certain things that he should be. But when it comes to, if you were to ask me if he was straight or not, that's a question mark for me.
On that note, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com. We'll be right back.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
I'm representing for the bitches, all eyes on your riches. No time for the little dick. You see, the bigger the dick, the bigger the bank, the bigger the biz, the better the chance to get close to his rich friends. I'm going after the big man. My G-string make his dick stand, make it quick then. Slow head by the nightstand, like lightning. I want a nigga with a red ring.
way.
Okay.
You know, the fight was just this past weekend.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're not going to go into the whole statistics of all that. You know, that's not our stance. If you want to talk about statistics and fights and, you know, points and all that type, you can listen to
the topics.
Right.
That comes on from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on IBNX Radio.
Exactly.
That
But
ain't us.
what we will talk about
What we will.
is how they recently came out with the backstory of McGregor and his wife. And I thought that was dope. Now, I'm going to say right now, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. You know, I can deal with you when you broke. I'm that type of, you know, I'm that ride or die. But 10 years?
But you know what? Here's the thing about that. We all say what we can and can't do, or we will and won't do.
Until the opportunity comes. Is
You
that what
know,
you're saying?
I have a sister that has a 23-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 7-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And when she had that 23-year-old, she said, "I'm never having any more kids."
That's different.
And then the right man came along, and she untied them tubes and changed that mind.
Okay, you know what? You said the AOL keyword. The right man came
Right.
along.
So what I'm saying is, 10 years is a long time, but it's not a long time when you're with somebody that you care about and you love.
genuinely. Right.
Like, so for those who don't know, what happened is Conor McGregor was homeless, and this woman came along and allowed him to stay in her house till he got
took him off the
like
street.
literally took him off the street. She
Right.
would feed him, she clothed him, brought him in her house.
Like a little puppy.
She, knew what he was trying to do. She supported his dreams. She bought him the organic food he needed so he could work out and train and do all the things he needed. He was working as a plumber, and she still brought him the things he needed so he could work towards his goal. And finally, he was able to break into MMA
Right.
with her help and her support. And it took 10 years for all of it to really, really pop off. But at the end of the day, she stayed and she supported and she loved him, regardless of the fact that she was the primary provider. So here's my thing on that.
Yes.
To me, this story talks about two things.
Bet he was a plumber.
You know what? I can't with you. I can't. He was somewhere
He
laying
was
pipe.
a nice looking plumber though.
So here, see, too much. So here's my thing. I had 2 points that I said about this.
Okay.
Point number 1. He is a good example of staying with his day one when he gets on.
Definitely.
Because at the end of the day, he's been on for a while. So he could have done kicked her to the curb. He could have cheated. He could have got a divorce. He could have done all kinds of stuff. But he's still with his A1 day one.
Right.
Because she held him down. Now he holding her down.
Right.
So
and to talk on that, I think what a lot of dudes who get on, what they do is they feel like, okay, well, all I got to do is pay them back plus a little bit more, and then I'm good. As long as I give back what I was given, I'm good. If I buy this person a lavish ass house and some nice ass cars, and then I move on, I paid my due back.
But here's the thing is, that chick wasn't with you and supporting you for that shit.
Right. Exactly.
And what you got to understand is these hoes that's in your face now wasn't checking for you when you was homeless.
Right.
They wasn't checking for you when you was a plumber.
Right.
These chicks checking for you because you the MMA fighter that's all over the media.
They love
and that's
who you
what dudes
are
don't
now.
understand. Like, would this chick have took you off the street?
Right.
This chick that you willing to risk it all for, would she have taken you in the same way the one that actually did for you would have?
Right.
And the answer usually is hell no. First of all, she can't, because she needs you to take care of her. So how the hell is she going to take you off the street?
Right.
Y'all both going to be homeless together. But my second thing on that is not judging a book by its cover, because you never know, your soulmate could be anybody. The fact that she was willing to help this person selfishly and it turned into something bigger and better and greater than she probably ever anticipated. And I ain't gonna lie, she probably looked at him like, he a little dirty, but he cute. And could have cleaned him up and all that. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of women that'll do that, and they'll start off that way and it'll be great. But they'll get tired of his shit, get tired that he ain't putting in as much, get tired that he isn't helping as much. But also part of that is the man's attitude.
Definitely.
Don't get comfortable and act like you don't have to be romantic because she taking care of you.
Yes.
Don't get comfortable and act like you don't have to tell her she's beautiful or tell her you love her and all of those things.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the same way she is helping you and lifting you up, she could do that to the next man. And she probably could find a man that she ain't got to do that to that'll tell her all those things that you were unwilling to tell her.
And I'm sure one of the things that she and I don't know her, but I'm sure one of the things that she does not do that I know for a fact a lot of women may do is constantly remind him
of what you did for them.
You did for him.
And I think, to me, you did not mean that selflessly if you are in a man's face constantly saying, I bought you this and I did that.
I got you studio time.
Bro.
I use that on Facebook all the time. The damn 2 Chainz. Now, here's the thing about that. I'm a person that helps people that I care about. I don't care who it is. If I even slightly care about you and I see a way I can help you, I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Be it advice, be it financial, be it connecting you with someone, I am going to help you and I'm going to try. I don't ever look for accolades from that. I don't ever look for people to pay me back. I don't ever look for people to recognize me when they get put on. I don't want those things. At the end of the day, I am okay knowing I helped somebody else.
Is race a factor? I think race is a major factor, and I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just generational. How you were raised. You see your mama doing, you see your grandma doing, you see your auntie, your uncles and doing it. I just think it's just like a generational curse type thing.
So you feel like, because he asked, is race a factor? So you feel like, as black people, and I mean, because we see a lot of black males, you know, Kanye said it. When he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. And that's the truth. You done held him down all this time. Because, I mean, and truth be told, Kanye did the shit himself. Yeah. Kanye had a girlfriend when he was through the wire. Kanye had that chick that was holding him down that his mama loved, that had his back. And as soon as he started, like, really pumping, he dumped her for Amber Rose.
But see, this is my thing.
And not even thick Amber Rose. This is pre-plastic surgery Amber Rose. Old, skinny, weird-looking, pie-faced Amber Rose.
Mama died, and I think that's a major contribution. I don't think that his life would be anything like how it is right now if his mama was still here.
No, she would never have approved of Kim Kardashian. Never, ever.
She not even just Kim Kardashian with Kris Jenner. Hell no.
First of all, she wouldn't have approved. He wouldn't have been with Amber Rose
at all.
So that would have never happened. He probably would have married the chick he was with and stayed with her. And the thing is, she probably was there for him, probably being supportive and all of those things, but he was in his own way, in his own shit, and probably pushed her away.
See, but we talked about this last week with Curry. A lot of men ask for a certain kind of woman and they get it and they don't want it anymore because they realize what you actually wanted is more than what you could have handled at the time that you asked for.
It's out of your league.
It's out of your league. A lot of men want motivation. They want people who's going to encourage them. And yes, as black women, me personally, I can be a very aggressive person. I'm not going to allow you to sit around and bullshit. I'm not going to allow you to do that. So I can be very headstrong. I can be very aggressive. I'm working on it. But at the same time, the white woman that you may leave me for, she ain't gonna motivate you like I can motivate you. She might let you bullshit around and just waste time and might not get you to where a black woman can get you. And I just think that's just, as a whole, what it is. Period.
You know,
are you agreeing? You don't agree?
I think it boils down to growth. Like, if you can grow with the person, then it'll work.
Okay.
If you two can't grow together, it won't work, because I read the article. Connor was 19 when they met.
Right.
Now he's 29. Think about all of the 10-year relationships you know, and then the 10-year relationships that you know that, you know, they still cool, or they probably got kids together, but they're not together.
Yeah.
The ones who are still together is because they grew together. Oh, you doing good, babe? Good job. Oh, you doing good? Good job. The ones who be at each other, like I was saying earlier, it's 10 years into it, and you reminded me about some shit from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, girl, we passed that shit. Like,
yeah.
We here now. So
right.
if we can't grow with each other, it ain't gonna work. So,
I agree.
You know, so maybe that's why, you know, you get the white girl, because now you've grown to this point. Look at Kevin Hart. He's a prime example.
Yeah.
He didn't get a white girl, but he grew to a point where his ex-wife wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
And he met a female that could meet him at that level and go up higher.
Bullshit.
No,
Bullshit.
I agree.
He met her during the struggle.
Let me say this. And let me tell you why I say that's bullshit. Because to me, that's bullshit. He met a girl that he felt was aesthetically at a higher level. But there's nothing about her that was a higher level. Because first of all, she didn't bring shit to the table. She was like an Instagram thought that didn't have no job,
Well,
wasn't bringing.
what's your definition of bringing things to the table?
Let
though?
me. I was getting there.
Oh, were you? Okay,
I was.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Ooh, girl, she gave me a thought.
And it was a hearty
It was
thought
a-
pop
girl.
too. My thought pop's been on point tonight.
They've been on point for a few weeks now.
So I say that to say, here's Kevin Hart, a comedian.
Uh-huh.
He's with Tori Hart, who's a comedian, who understands the comedy life, who understands the struggle, who understands the late nights, who understands all that you're going to be going through, that's been holding you down while you going to clubs and ain't making no money, while they all got 2 kids to feed. She there. She going through the struggle with you. Soon as you start to pop, now you like off to the next chick. This chick who wasn't shooting with you when you was in the gym.
I don't agree with that.
But that's the truth. At the end of the
No.
day, let me tell you something. The one thing about women, and this is what we do all the time, and until you do it, it doesn't piss you off. We prepare men for the next damn woman.
Definitely.
And it pisses me off because at the end of the day, I didn't fucking polish you off and make you shiny and beautiful for somebody else to damn benefit from all the hard work I did. When you was crying and getting rejected at comedy clubs, and I was sitting there telling you, it's okay, baby, keep trying, keep going. When you was talking about you was gonna quit and go back to school and get you a 9 to 5, and I'm the one telling you, no, don't give up.
Yeah.
I got you. I got your back. Don't worry about it. You gonna do it. I was there. And then now, soon as you get on, you like, peace, I outgrew you. No, you didn't.
No, but let me say this. Come
on, man.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Yes, a lot of these women, my exes particularly, that's me that you with right now, and I'm fine with that because at the end of the day, I can look at my situation and say I've learned from the men that I've been with. I've learned from them. They've taught me what I will allow, what I won't allow, what I deserve more, and what I'm going to get more. So just like how I am pushing them up, they push me up and they've shown me things.
Now
too.
look. You on past 10 tonight because we got to finish this
shit.
conversation. Because this is shit. No, this is what I'm talking about. This shit I be talking about. I was reading Kevin Hart's book, right? And I understand what you're saying. You're right until like what I'm saying. You get to that point.
And you
Kevin Hart.
But here's the
no. Kevin Hart got to the crescendo, right? He's starting to get to the point. You took a roller coaster, right? You know you're going up, right? So she's with him going up, saying it's gonna be okay. When we hit this hill, when we go down, it's gonna be fun. Don't worry about it. Once it gets to the point, and he's, it's about to drop. That's when she starts tripping even harder.
No,
on some
I don't even.
bullshit.
But here's the thing that you gotta.
I don't even think.
Let me say this. Number one, I take people's books with a grain of salt because at the end of the day,
Somebody
it's
else wrote
their
that shit.
opinion. No, it's their. Hold on.
We was just talking about you.
So Curry just walked in. Hey, Curry.
And
Yeah.
we said, she said, I hope Corey comes in tonight because, if he comes in, I had somebody that was asking about him.
So why I went to a random ass liquor store, and this chick looked at my shirt, and she asked me about the liquor I was making, and I said, oh, I'm experimenting. I do a radio show on Friday nights, and I tend to just make different drinks. She said, oh, you work at that new one in Norcross? I said, yeah, IBNX Radio. She said, oh, yeah. She said, I met a guy that works there. I said, you did? She said, yeah, he owned the studio next door. I said, oh, really? I said, Curry? She said, yeah, the bald-headed dude. I said, oh, you wait till I get there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I said, he done left an impression on the chick in the liquor store. This was...
And see, I had some people asking about you from my Facebook Live last week. That's why I friended you on Facebook because I said, let me see if he spoken for or not. And I had to write him back and I said, ma'am, he is spoken for. See, I didn't get that on my live. I didn't get that, And I said, I didn't know, And she was like, well, you need to find out for me because I said, well, he is spoken for.
So look, when the chick said that, I I said, "Whoa!" When I get there, if Curry come tonight, I gotta be like, "What did you do to the chick in the liquor store? Does she still?"
What liquor store?
It's some liquor store coming down Peachtree Industrial. I happened to just get off
On the Access
On Winners
Road.
Yeah.
Chapel, on the
like
Access Road.
you almost gotta like go over the little split to get to it.
Yeah.
Because you really
yeah.
should have got off before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to that raggedy ass gas
I
station.
can't
It's right
go
next
there
door.
no more.
No, it's no gas station
I
next door.
can't go there no more. What happened?
It's a big
I
liquor
just
store.
can't go there no more.
Oh, okay.
Cause I actually got a sponsor now,
Oh.
and
Nice.
they making me go to Gwinnett Package.
Oh, I love Gwinnett Package.
Oh.
Yeah,
I love them.
I ain't never been there.
That the Gwinnett Package and
Where's
the
that?
World's of Beverage.
We
they
said we
stuff is
look. We
legit.
might need to hook up with you because we said we were gonna look for a sponsor since we do different drinks.
The
I
stuff
know,
is
right?
legit. Yeah.
They got tired of me holding the 1800 over there.
1800. Is that what you sip on?
Man, I got 1800
That is
all over
devil's
there.
juice.
Would you
Oh
like to
my
try
God.
tonight's drink?
Huh?
Would you like to try tonight's drink?
Sure would.
Ah, welcome.
1800 is
Curse.
devil's juice. That thing will burn your whole
Jay,
insides up.
tell Curry what y'all were talking about.
Uh-oh.
So,
Wait, no, let me tell him cause y'all gonna sugarcoat it.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I don't have no sugar in this tank over here. I'd have gave it to him like it is.
Okay, I'm
Let me
okay.
touch on what
Jazz
you
is
I'ma
gonna
let-
be with you
I'm gonna
in
let
10
Jazz
years.
say it, and then if Jazz is sugarcoating, I am going to interject.
So we were speaking about McGregor, and an article came out about how his wife basically held him down until he got on and became big. And our wonderful engineer for the night asked if race was a factor, and I said I think so, because
men leave you.
no, that's not what I said.
Black men don't cheat.
Race was a fact.
If race is a factor, if like a black woman would have held him down for 10 years with him not making any money while he focused on his career as far as fighting, not bringing any income, can black women do it?
Didn't we just have this conversation?
We
on
did.
Facebook?
No, not on Facebook.
Yes,
but
Too
yes.
long ago.
No, he was on my McGregor post.
Oh, you
So-
were.
Not that one.
Yes.
It was something about the chick, the dude that held down the chick for so long. and
Oh,
she-
so okay, there
Talking
was
about
a
Kelly
yes.
Price. Talking about Kelly Price husband.
No.
Nah,
She
this
left his
something
ass
else.
too.
She should have, cause he was cheating on her.
Once she done lost the weight and everything.
Excuse me. He was cheating on her, and I know that for a fact.
Everybody cheat.
No, sir,
that?
sir. I know that for a fact.
Oh.
Let me just tell you that.
He-
Not me.
No.
Oh no. But but I seen him. I
know
seen
for a
him
fact.
with my homegirl.
Oh, see, it had to be a homegirl. Better
So let me go on and make you drink. So we were talking about that because there was a post
Okay.
where this chick had been with this guy. She had like her parents had died and she was about to be homeless. So she was about to have to drop out of school and all this stuff. The guy took her in, helped her get her education, put her through law school. And now she feels like he is no longer in the same class as her.
The same class? Is that what she said?
She basically she said, Curry, stop looking like that. This is delicious. Curry.
It is really good.
Yeah, it's just straight. It's busting.
It's busting. Yeah, I think it's really, and I don't like mint at all with chocolate and cream and stuff.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah, I ain't know my.
Oh.
Well, no, let me say this.
So
Is that
so
what she
basically,
said?
yes, she said
He's not on my level.
he's not on her level. He's no longer in her social circle.
Hey, when niggas see that milk, they be like, hold up now. You know?
Hold the hell up, man.
Y'all, he freaking out because I'm pouring the milk.
Yo.
So she basically has said like he's not on her level.
Okay.
He's not in her social circle, and she basically Curry. It's not what you think. Go ahead, dear. She basically is like, look, before you came, Tone from the Topic show talking about black people are all lactose intolerant.
Scientific fact.
So she basically said he's not on her level. She feel like, she need to leave him. She feel bad though because he put her through school, but she
But
just
on what level she's speaking about? Because if you're not on the same level intellectually with me, then there might be an issue.
okay. But the thing is, maybe he's not on the same level intellectually because he was spending all his time working to put your ass through law
That
school.
doesn't mean anything. Just because I am proclaimed as a lawyer now and I'm educated.
But that's
on
what
that
she was
level,
trying to say.
Is that what she's saying?
Yes.
Basically,
And
if she's saying like financially, like intellectually, like as far as, because you could be
She basically was trying to say now that she's a lawyer, he's no longer on her
But
level.
see, I think those are the telltale signs that somebody that you helping out like that is gonna leave you, because if y'all are building and growing together, I'm busting my ass. When I come home from work and you come home from school, you'll be putting me up on what's going on at school.
So she was an opportunist from the get-go.
Exactly.
So Curry said she should at least buy him a truck or something. Just say thank you.
Damn right.
And I said, to me, a truck ain't enough when I done took you off the damn street from age 16 and then put you through college, put you through law school. You ain't got no student loans left. I done paid all that shit.
Give me all that money back. And
But that's a lot of people who make
That's
it
bullshit.
that way, though.
But that's bullshit because he didn't do that for his money
he
back.
was a truck
He
driver.
did
Yeah,
that.
he's a truck
He
driver.
didn't do that for his money back. He
But
did.
a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that.
But the thing is, it's not fair. People don't do that to get their money back. People do that because they love you and they care. So the money is not a factor. They don't care. She changed, yes, but she changed because she felt like she was too good for him.
Let's put the shoes on.
She said that in the message.
Let's change the tables though. What if she went to law school and he's still in the line of business and he said, you know what, I feel like you too uppity for me now. He the one that put her through school. Now I feel like you too good for me now. I don't want to be with you because I feel like you too uppity. People change. Your social status can
growing
change.
together. It's y'all grow apart.
Right.
But the thing is, and I guess I'm different because to me, at the end of the day, if I help you get to another level, I'm doing that because I care about you.
Right.
You don't like it?
Sweet as hell.
You said it's sweet.
Hey, Curry a real drink. You want to taste the
want
liquor.
that. He like that black heart that I brought in last week.
He thought it's sweet. It's good though.
It's probably this mint.
Yes,
thing.
the mint.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If I'm helping you, I care about you and I want you to do better. And I typically, I think about Ace. The things I've helped Ace do, I didn't have to do them. I did them before we even got married. I did it because I cared about him. And at the end of the day, I care about his kids. So regardless of if we're together or not, it's things that have enhanced his life so he'll be better for his kids, regardless. So I'm okay with that. However, if I were to invest 10, 15 years into helping build him up, and then he blow up, and all of a sudden he peace out, I'm gonna be like, for real?
But
you wasn't saying peace out when I was holding you up. You wasn't saying peace out when I was helping you get to where you get. Now that you done got there, all of a sudden you too good for me? Bullshit.
I can't speak for every situation, but I think that just in a lot of situations, it's not a factor of all of a sudden I blew up and I'm done with you. Sometimes it's just an opportunity to say, you know what, at this point in time, I can't with you no more.
Yeah.
Well, we
It
were
just
talking
simply
about
be all it is.
But we were talking about Kevin and Torrey Hart.
Right.
And to me, if you hear her side of the story, you hear his side of the story. They have conflicting stories.
It's always gonna be conflicting.
Because he's saying, "Oh, I outgrew her," blah 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 blah, and she's like, "No, I thought we were working together. I was working with him on his career. I was part of his team. Next thing I know, he was sleeping with this trick, and then he was out."
Became dead weight. She could have became dead weight.
But how? Because she was a writer.
Because we trying to do the same thing
growing.
right now.
No,
I made my breakthrough.
She was a writer for him. She was working on his stuff. She was helping him with deals. She was helping him grow. She was pushing him up. So how can she grow?
This is the true testament, right? Kevin Hart, yeah. It's the true testament, right? Is if after these 10 years, we done broke up.
10, 15
right?
years. Mm-hmm.
We done broke up. And we still cool, because the thing is this, now that I'm listening more to the conversation, yeah, it might happen. The passion might fizzle out. People be married for 20, 30 years and get a divorce.
Yeah.
So if you invested in me, right, okay, I'm going to always be loyal to you. I'm going to always be down for you, but you just not my girl no more.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I put 10 years into building you up, and you going to tell me you outgrew me?
Yeah.
Yes, because
if you not
gotta
growing
put the
with
foot
Boy,
on the
bye.
shoe.
No. Let me tell you why. No. Let me tell you why. How did I grow? I couldn't grow because I was putting all my water and all my sunlight into fucking you to help you grow. So I know I didn't grow.
There's no
That's not fair.
between saying
It's not fair for me to sit back and I'm pouring my all into you and you're growing,
But
and then you're going to tell me you outgrew me instead of trying to pour into me so I can grow too?
The coup de grace is what you said initially. if you was helping me all because of love and you wasn't keeping no tally and all this and all that, how could you even come back at me and tell me all this list of long stuff that you've been doing?
No, what it is I'm not saying say the list of long stuff. What I'm saying is if I'm helping you out of love, okay, and then you come up and say to me, "Oh, I outgrew you." I'm looking at you like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Clearly, at some point, you stopped loving me the way I was loving you. And at the end of the day, I've been pouring into you. I've been trying to help you. I've been building you up. You done got to this level and you want to say you outgrew me instead of trying to do like I did you and helping build me up.
And
I built you up and now you don't want to build me up. You talking about you outgrew me?
No,
that's not fair.
No, you took the words out of my mouth though. You took the words out of my mouth though, because I think that's what it is.
That's a prime damn example.
I think that's what it is. You right?
No. We talking about something. We got a side conversation going.
Because see, that's what it is. And once I get to this point, right? If I try to talk to you and bring you up here, and you're resistant. That right there, that's the breakup.
This my thing.
That's the breakup. Because you know niggas be resistant. Like now, think about it. Once you start getting to a certain level of money and shit, your friends start kind of changing. What they always say, oh, the money didn't change. No, it didn't change me. I'm in a different position. Right. I'm trying to bring you up, and you still.
But my point is,
I can't fuck with you.
I get that, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Listen to this. If we're in a barrel, think about crabs in a barrel. We're in a barrel, and I reach down and I pull you up, and now you're above me. The fact that you didn't reach down and pull me up to your level, you're telling me you outgrew me? That's not fair.
That's not the situation all the time.
Yeah,
that's
not
talking about a crabs in a buckle type situation.
And I gave that as an example of pulling somebody up.
No, the example is you pull me up, right? I'm outside, right?
Who else you pulling with you?
No, I'm outside, right? Now I reach down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the point is, don't tell me. See, but ask me how. Like, and this is where I am not okay with this, because growing apart is one thing, because we are. You might be working, I might be working. We're growing apart. We don't have the same type of relationship. That's one thing. Mm-hmm. That happens. But for you to tell me you outgrew me when I am who helped build you and grew you to who you are. That's not okay, and that's not fair. Why is it okay for you to say you outgrew me when I was watering you? No. I gave you the sunlight.
No, what I'm saying is you're right. But what I'm saying is the breakup happens at this point, right? You push me out the barrel, right? Right? I reach down to bring you up, and two things either happen. Either you're way too far for me to get you, or too heavy, or when I go to grab you, you knocking my hand away. Like,
okay, if I'm knocking your hand away, so that's one thing. That's one thing.
So that's what I'm talking about.
But that's one thing. So for instance, if I built you up and then now you're trying to build me up and I'm resistant, that's a totally different situation.
That's the Tory Hart thing.
And see,
I'm okay with that.
The Tory Hart thing.
Well, according to her, that's not what happened. What happened to her, according to her, and this is why I say when you said you read his book, this is why I said that's his side, and she's giving her side. Right. Her side is I helped build him up, and as soon as he got to the top, he was like, "Forget you," and it was cheating on me, and now he's married to the chick he was cheating on.
What happened was he was cheating. He tried. He cheated. You know it was wrong. He tried to okay, this is wrong. Let me do the right thing. And by then it was too late. She was already she was already like, nah, you felt that. You already.
But it could have been. But ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. If I helped you and I built you up, and then now I see you cheating on me, I might be resistant to you trying to do anything for me, because I'm like, you done hurt me. You done played me. So is it wrong for me to be resistant when you just hurt me?
You're right. You're right about that.
Like, that's the thing that people got to understand is it's so many sides to relationships. There's so many sides to each story. But my thing is, I'm all for building people up. Yeah. I'm all for pouring into other people. I realize one of my duties before I leave this earth is to pour into other people. Mm-hmm. And I try my best to do it on a daily basis, one way or another. I don't care who it is. But if I am pouring my all into you and watching you surpass me because I'm giving you everything I got and not putting into myself, and when you get to where you want to go, for you to not look back and try to pour into me and tell me you outgrew me, that's not okay.
Well, that's the issue for women. We shouldn't be pouring all that shit into a man anyway.
But
I think
see,
a lot of times
but she
we pour
did for
so
Connor.
much.
But the
She
thing
did for Connor.
is, here's the thing. Let me
She
see.
poured that, but you don't know what he was getting back though. Maybe he was a
And then-
faithless man
and
that
then
she's ever been with.
But that's why I said you gotta still, like, when somebody's pouring into you, just because they pouring into you and you building up, you still gotta be affectionate. You gotta be faithful. You
Right.
gotta be
You still
attentive. You
gotta
gotta
be
be all
to
those
the
things.
low.
And back to the jokes, because you already know, if Connor got the hook up like that, every man knows if you getting the hook up like that, then you got to be laying it down.
It ain't even about that sometimes though.
I think that was
It's important.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't gonna come here and not have no money and not lay it down. That's period.
I'm gonna say this.
Let me
I'm gonna
tell
say,
you, you gotta
and
get back, break
I
up
guess
this.
I'm different because I like I said, I pour into a lot of people that I am not getting nothing from.
No, we're speaking about relationship wise.
and that's why I'm about to say, I've been in relationships where I have poured into people and we were not having sex.
My apologies.
That wasn't important to me. It was like, to me, I cared enough about that person where I didn't care if I got something back or not. I wanted to pour into that person.
My
And
sincerest
at the,
apologies.
I know I'm fine with it. Like, I walked away from those situations and I'm okay. I know when I get to the gates,
Of heaven?
yes.
We really going to heaven right now?
Oh, I'm going there. When I get to the gates, I have no regrets.
Everybody get to go, now you get to stay.
Right.
Well, see, that's the
Everybody
question I'm
get to go and be
asking.
like, hey, so-
That's why I say when I get to the gates, I have no regrets. I know I've poured into people. I know I've done the right thing. I know I haven't pressured anybody into anything they didn't want to be in or anything like that. And I know I haven't done anybody dirty. And I'm okay with that.
So what if you see that person up there with you? How you gonna feel? You know this in church, like
You know what?
Some people up there that you ain't.
To me, I feel like, you know what? Here's the thing. I look at that like, I don't know what conversation this person had with God. I don't know what else this person did in their life that made it right based on what they did to me. Because I'm a person that'll tell you, you don't know who God puts in your life. You don't know who God sent to help you. And if you can't accept and appreciate the help God put right before you, you're going to have to get some shit straight.
I'm looking some kind of way because me and God going to have a conversation like, God, I don't know if you were there when this person did this to me, but we need to have a conversation because I don't feel personally they should be here. So either you can open the door to let them out, or I don't know where I'm going to go, but you need to let me out. Like, it's an
Yeah,
either
you
or.
already
So-
on the cheater list anyway, so God can be yeah, see, I was waiting for you to say some dumb shit. Bye. You know how y'all females do, like, nigga, y'all be ready to get a nigga some pussy, so he said one dumb thing. See, I knew you gonna say some dumb shit. Bye, nigga. Bye.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I used to feel like that. But then I realized, like, I'm not the end all and be all of people's lives. So, yeah, you did me dirty, but maybe you did the next 2-3 people amazingly great and
I
made
don't
up
care.
and made up for it in God's eyes. Now, I don't
care.
And the other thing is, I'm a person that
Stop being selfish.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
no, I don't think it's selfish. I think you're in tune with your own feelings.
Thank you.
But I'm also
Selfish.
I'm also a person that when I think about like relationships, I've walked away from every relationship that I am no longer in. I've been the one that walked away. But I also walk away knowing that you're going to want me back before I ever think about you.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm okay with that.
Because you
So-
didn't get me back, but your ugly self.
Right.
That's how I feel.
So
Hey, big head.
part of your punishment is not having me. So
Right? Exactly.
have fun with that.
I look at it from a different perspective. I feel like if it's a situation where I can get revenge and I don't take revenge, I shouldn't see you behind the pearly gates. That's how I feel. Honestly.
But then you have to go back to the Bible. The Lord says, "Vengeance is mine."
My mind.
No, His.
Oh, see, I don't read that book, so it's not mine. It's his.
Yes.
Okay, so his revenge should be like, okay, when it's time for you to
But
come
this
to the
what
gate,
you gotta
come in.
understand. No, he might have got revenge. Let me tell you something.
You're right. Okay.
So-
no, I see it. But you know when you
Think
want
about
your
this.
own revenge.
No, listen. God can enact in a revenge that is so much greater and so much stronger than anything you could ever do. Like when I tell you, I've watched exes like struggle, be damn near homeless, be living with their mama as grown ass men after I done stopped messing with them, and I'm like,
But how do you know well enough to know that that's the revenge for what they did to you?
I assume that
Okay, so it has to be an assumption.
satisfied.
I am
Yeah,
satisfied
there you go.
because
Is
at
that
the end of the day, I am amazing, and I could have been. Listen, I'm like Beyonce. Let me upgrade you, so I can upgrade you. But if you don't get that, cool. Deal with what you got. So when I see you downgrading and I see you doing worse, I know that's God
And then
punishing
be like
you.
Beyonce and take me back after I fuck up.
Okay,
No.
so let's go back.
No.
Let's go back to
Look,
Kevin Hart.
I'm gonna need you to be like Jay-Z and be bringing hundreds of meals to the table for that
Let's
guy.
go back to Kevin Hart.
Right.
Let's go back to Kevin Hart and Tori.
Okay.
Kevin Hart's doing amazing. Kevin Hart, financially, as far as socially goes, he's doing amazing.
But here's the thing. But here's
Did
the
he take care of
okay.
Tori?
But here's the thing. You don't know. This is where you gotta think about this. I
Okay.
want you to think about this. What we see in the media and on social media is not always people's real picture. So at the end of the day, think about the fact that just last month we were talking about the fact that Kevin Hart was caught in the car with the chick looking like
Oh,
he
I
was
thought you were
cheating.
gonna say something crazy like he has like erectile dysfunction or something like that.
No, I'm just saying. So his situation may not be that great. He may not be happy. He may not be in an amazing situation. You can have all the money in the world. That doesn't mean you're happy.
Right.
So he may have that success. He may have that fame, but he may not have that love and support that he used to have with you. And he may be feeling that. So at the end of the day, he's still getting punished one way or another.
I just don't see him. Just seeing who he is now and seeing who Tori is, I don't think that he would have been able to be in that light with her.
I think Tori turned.
Just like how Shaq, I don't see Shaq would have ever continued to be in that.
No,
I'm gonna say this.
Shaq fucked
Hold
up
on.
with
Let
Shawnee,
me
though.
say
I
this.
don't think he'd have been able to.
Okay,
be
I'm gonna
happy
say
with
this about
her.
both of them.
I
I think Tori is the way she is because she's been
She's
bitter.
hurt. She's bitter.
And I don't think she was that person before. I think she turned into that person because she's hurt and she's bitter. Here is not only the man I built up.
Get over it.
I feel the same way.
No, girl, bye. I done built you up and then you gonna cheat with a hoe
Get
from
over it.
Instagram and then now you gonna marry this
It's-
chick?
Look.
She been holding me down and she won't give me all that.
She ain't been holding shit. She ain't been
Oh,
Look, you know what she
How we know
holding?
she
You know what she
damn
holding?
innocent?
She holding your
How
black
we know
card.
she innocent?
That's what she holding. She holding your black card. She
Now,
holding your
hold up,
wallet.
hold up. Now, like you just said, what we see.
I'm
It's
not,
not always
hold on, and I'm not
what it
saying
is.
I'm not saying she is. What I'm saying is we see her and now she looks she's like a mess. Like she has a lot of issues. Like she be emotional and all this stuff. But I think part of that is because she's hurt.
That lean.
Did she say she was on the lean?
Because Kevin is taking care of her now. She don't have to
Taking
work
care of
no
her very
more.
well, but she's still trying to break through though.
And the thing is-
all them dudes that should
Get over it. Get
that
your
did
brain
you wrong, all that shit.
But
they-
here's the
they-
thing.
they
Here's the
still
thing
take
about
care of you, you gotta
that.
work.
To me, that wouldn't be okay for me. And let me tell you why. He's doing that because of her kids. When them kids get grown, if you ain't saved, if you ain't really Curry,
He does not like
Tastes
it.
like,
Don't worry, I got you next
Similac.
week.
Just sit on baby milk.
With a little bit of mint.
but if you haven't taken care of like, here's the thing. Think about
50
who's
Cent. Look at his baby mama right
okay,
now.
50 Cent. That's a
Yeah.
good
Which
example.
one?
The
The
one that
oldest
just
one,
turned
the son.
18, yeah.
The son just turned 18.
So she's
50
not
been
getting
taking care of the baby mama because the son was underage. Now that the son 18, 50 cut that check off and
Damn
she's
right.
stuck.
Damn right.
I'm not saying he wrong for that.
Should've stacked
I
that bread
get
like
that.
Shaq wine.
That's
Like Shawnee.
No.
Pull a Shawnee move.
Excuse me,
Full of
excuse me.
Shawnee. Everybody
And that's
learn something
y'all must
from
not know
Shawnee.
what happened to Shawnee.
What do you mean?
Shawnee wasn't stacking no bread. Shawnee was taking money out his accounts and hiding it.
It
and
don't matter. She
excuse
can't
me.
do what she do.
Okay, y'all don't know what happened.
Well,
Shaq sued her ass and got the money back.
Because she got caught. She got greedy. That's what it is.
Oh,
No,
hold on. But is this the money that she used to start the whole basketball wives?
no,
No,
she didn't use no money for that. She went to VH1 and they agreed to
funded
do
it,
it.
right.
They funded it. She didn't have no
I ain't know
money
about that one.
because what happened is
Shaq was a
Shawnee
big nigga for
was
that.
stacking the money and hiding it out of Shaq's money. So Shaq, she would tell Shaq like, "Oh, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that," but it was a lie, and she was stacking the money, which is illegal, and so that's why Shaq sued her ass and got the damn money back. Yes, Shaq got the money back. So
No, I'm saying you're right, but I'm
let me
saying
tell you, if you gonna do it, you Juanita Jordan that thing.
Oh, that what she did?
Oh.
She stacked it and saved it?
No, Juanita Jordan made sure she stayed long enough. She knew what Michael was doing, but Juanita stayed long enough to make sure that check was gonna be fat and she was gonna get that alimony. And Juanita ain't married no damn body else. He flying his little new young ass girls. Do what you got to do, but Juanita still getting the check.
Like Camille Cosby, just staying down.
No, Camille's still married. Juanita ain't married.
Oh,
Juanita divorced Michael. And got that check.
I swear they said Shawnee was getting alimony though, because that was shot. That was Shaq.
She getting a big.
She was getting alimony. She was getting alimony at first,
right?
And then it stopped when he sued her because he found out she had hid all that money. They found the money.
I be feeling like Shaq broke though, because that nigga doing icy hot. And
but let me tell you, let me tell you,
he got money.
No, them commercials be paying. You crazy?
I know.
But I'm gonna tell you who really got the good. That dang Nicole Murphy.
Yes.
Nicole Murphy, Juanita Jordan, Eddie Murphy.
Word.
And part of her alimony stipulation is if she get remarried, it cuts off. So she was finna marry Michael Strahan and cut it off.
Yeah, remember that.
Oh, they fell out. So she ain't marrying him no more. So she's still getting the damn alimony. Her kid's grown.
Grown.
Fuck that.
I think people change. That's it. People change. They grow apart.
And people do. And I'm not saying that.
I'm not going to stay with you just because you helped me.
No, what I'm saying is don't sit in my face telling me you outgrew me when I'm what helped you grow.
But people do. Because if I didn't
but it's
make
not
it, I
fair.
can still outgrow you.
No, but it's not fair for you
It
to
ain't fair for that person to say.
listen.
They
I'm
don't
not
know
saying
no more.
this is what I'm saying.
This what you
I
said
think what y'all,
earlier.
I want y'all to hear
But
this.
you said it earlier though, Tosh. You said the kids walk in the classroom, you don't know what families they came from. Same thing with these niggas. Like, you don't know what, like, when you ask somebody what does love mean, or give me one word that equate with love. If I ask you that, one word that equate with love, what word pops to your mind?
God.
Boom. I say love. What word pops
I'm
to
not
your
going to
mind?
answer because I was not thinking.
No, say it.
Really?
Yeah.
Family.
Boom. Love, what pops in your mind?
Wifey.
Boom. For
That
me,
was
it's
my
loyalty.
PG answer.
You see what I'm saying? Different things. Somebody could have said passion. So the fact that we all on different wavelengths on the love.
All I'm saying to you is listen. All I'm saying, I'm not fooling with Jazz right now.
I was going to be real honest.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is that I don't have a problem with somebody outgrowing someone. That happens. But my thing is, if your growth was a direct result of what I poured into you. So, for instance, if I helped you build your career, if I was shooting with you in the gym and helped you.
You weren't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
I was. Who you think kept tossing you them balls when you was missing them layups? So, if I'm shooting with you in the gym and you in the NBA and all of a sudden you outgrew me, instead of saying, hey, you helped shoot with me in the gym that helped me grow. Let me try to help you grow. All I'm saying is give me the opportunity to grow with you. Don't sit in my face as soon as you get there saying, oh, I outgrew you.
See,
duh, because I haven't been. But here's the thing. I haven't been pouring into myself. I haven't been watering myself. I haven't been giving myself sunlight because I've been giving it all to you. So give me the opportunity before you get on that, oh, I outgrew you bullshit.
I agree, but let's be honest. There's not a lot of room for black female comedians. There's not a lot of room for black female comedians. They're not doing big right now. Like Tiffany Haddish just came out and she's the main light right now. It's not a lot of platform for them. So he probably could have helped her, and he probably did try to help her, but there was no room.
Did, but she's just
There's
not
no
funny.
room for her. She's not. I don't think she's funny.
But I think
I see her standing. She's not that funny.
I see her little YouTube videos. I don't crack not one giggle.
Number one, his old stand-up was not that funny either.
And she was probably writing that shit for his
Paper
ass.
Soldiers
And now
is a classic.
And then number two, I'm just gonna say this.
So was this before her playing?
Thank you. Number two, I just really think part of her reluctance to accept help from him is, again, you got to look at their situation for what it is. You were cheating on me with this chick, and you done wiped her up and made her like she's this amazing thing that's helping you become the right. And that's what it's about.
And she's bad.
I think she just headstrong
She
now.
bought
She
it.
don't want to come up after him. She wants to do it on her
You
own.
said she all right.
That's all
She bought it.
She bought it all.
She bought
She
what?
ain't bought all that.
She bought it.
She Asian too now. So
Who? Tori?
no.
It's some Asian women that's not
She
not
don't have
bad.
nothing to buy. What did she buy?
Not Tori, the new wife.
What did she
Nico,
buy? She's
Nico.
tiny. What did she buy?
She bought her ass.
Did she?
Yeah,
Let me
girl.
go look, cause I can spot a fake ass from a mile away. I ain't seen nothing.
Well,
there.
she could have been doing the squats. You know Kevin Hart be on that workout. They can't fit. They could be doing squats together.
I'm just talking shit. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But no, I'm just saying, like, but at the end of the day, a chick being bad is enough for you to just be like, F our relationship,
I mean,
our many years relationship.
What's going on in them folks' bedroom, man?
She could be dope as hell. She seemed like she really dope, and I think that's a misconception that a lot of people have. Just 'cause she's
I don't-
pretty,
I don't-
She don't have no
I don't get-
personality.
I don't get dope from her.
You don't get dope from her?
No,
No.
she's a Shashanti.
I'm done with you. I don't get dope from Tori. From Tori, she looks like a nagger to me.
Tori is whack too, but she ain't a
That might
Shashanti.
have been a problem too.
Exactly.
Really, both
She
of them
might
are
run her
whack to
mouth
me.
Too much.
Both of them are whack. I'm over them.
I'm over this.
Really, Curry?
Can't do that.
It's too sweet.
Hell yeah.
Don't worry. Next week is my turn.
Turn up. You know how to do it.
It says,
That shit had me fucked up when I left here, man. That one cup.
wait,
Well, shit, she pulled about that much liquor though.
And this one, it will sneak up on you. You're not giving it a chance. Curry said no.
don't worry, I got you. Seem like you like brown liquor. I'm not bringing no 1800. That is the devil's juice, and I will not.
1800 ain't brown.
No, I'm saying, as I said, he seemed like he liked 1800. I'm not bringing it. I will never buy you a tequila,
Yes.
some Patron. Are you speaking to?
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
And I started to get.
Yes, really?
Hell yeah.
I started to get Patron tonight. However,
See that?
I'm a Patron
I was
type
trying to
girl.
do something different.
Sometimes you gotta revert back to the old.
because it's black folks,
Try-
we always
try
want
the
to.
new rock.
Huh?
Rock.
What's
Rock's
that?
the-
Patron.
Oh, I
Okay,
don't know what that is.
that's exciting.
One shot.
You said one shot.
One shot.
One
it
shot
better-
and you
One
done?
shot shoulder.
Is it better
For
than
That's a one shot shoulder.
Okay, is it better than Vikila?
That's the shit.
Have you had Vikila?
We have to find
I don't
some.
see
It's
nothing.
only sold in
It's
like New
almost-
York, New Jersey.
You can have somebody ship. I got some people in New York. I gotta see if they can ship it.
Yeah,
Rock
like
Patron.
I said, I was gonna order a case
You need to order an
of
entire
Vikila.
case.
Vikila. The Patron might be good, but this is vodka and tequila, and it's the smoothest shot I ever had.
Vodka.
I'm gonna bring some
and
hunch punch
tequila
in.
Mixed together.
That'd be dope.
Oh,
some-
shit.
Some islands
Oh,
punch.
already.
No, you don't. And that's the crazy thing. I'm a person that I don't fool with Jose. Me and him are not friends.
Because we
That's
heard
my
the stories.
That's
Yeah.
my homie right
That's
there.
my homie. Me
Now
and
look,
Jose.
I'll fool with Jose in moderation, but shots of Jose and we going? No. But Vikila, I can fool with Vikila.
I like Jose and
And
Jack.
Vikila's
Those
one-
Oh, yeah.
Sweats.
There it is.
Vikila's one. I let one of my biggest drinker friends have a shot, and he was like, "Did I have more than one shot?" Because it was like that. It was smooth. It was a very smooth shot. Like, you know, some shots burn. It was very smooth. You didn't feel nothing. But that
sounds
thing,
just like Rock Patron.
I gotta try that. You said rock Patron.
Sounds interesting. Do you want to sponsor our next drink on Friday? Just throwing it out there. I mean, you can catch it if you want.
No, you might have to wait till we have a kilo.
Kilo?
Yeah. Wait, I think Kilo said he don't drink no more, so we might not want to have drinks when Kilo comes.
Kilo a lie. Man, you know I got to be here for that. I'll call his ass out on all his shit.
We're supposed to have Kilo,
Lying ass.
DJ Taz,
Taz coming too?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's my
Mr.
family, man.
and Mr.
That's
Flamboyant.
family reunion.
Yeah.
Oh, man, boy. That's
Also,
some
I'm
cool
trying to
stuff
find
here.
what night they can come.
Make it happen. Make sure you do let me know now.
I
gotta be
will.
here.
I'm waiting.
That's family reunion.
Yeah, Double O is helping me communicate with them to try to get it done. So
You gotta ask him about the squeezed feet.
about what?
Squeeze the feet.
Squeeze the feet.
Yeah. Ask Kilo about
Okay.
Squeeze the feet.
that. That boy. That.
Nah, I'll definitely make sure you're here.
Now that's one cat right there. Should have been a comedian.
Kilo? Oh, I love Kilo.
He
You
should've
know he's been
a
on my
fucking
show
comedian.
twice. He is funny. He's cool.
That
He
nigga
is like
funny as
real.
shit, man.
Yes.
People don't realize how funny that dude is, man. That dude is hilarious.
You know, he's one of those people that I think could have been bigger, and unfortunately, he got caught up in the wrong
Yeah.
stuff. And it makes me sad because I know the talent he had and where he could have taken it. You know, I tell people all the time, Kilo is the one who started the Izzle and the Nizzle and the Pizzle before Snoop was doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and people think Snoop came up with that. No, Snoop came to Atlanta and was hanging around people, and that's where Snoop got it from. So I really
We done
want.
had so much fun on the road.
I really want to have him come on again because you know him and Taz and Mr. Flamboyant and somebody else. I want to say MC Shadi are like doing different shows here and there. So
Yeah.
trying to get him. Well, guys, it's that time.
No, it's past that time. Past that time.
We done had a lot of fun.
Yep.
Always.
Now
Well,
it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. MICKUIMOUSC.
Mickey Mouse.
I can't with you. I
We're
can't.
gonna leave out.
Curry, you better take that to the head now.
We're gonna leave out on one of Jasmine's requests.
Okay, we leaving on Jazz's request. All right, Jazz, tell them how they can. Wait,
Oh,
Curry,
some
tell them
loot?
how they can follow you.
It's gonna be some loot.
You'll see when she play it. How can they follow you, Curry?
You can find me at CurryJ_UMD. CurryJ_UMD. UMD.
All right, Keith, how can they follow you?
They can follow IBNX Radio and go on YouTube and go to IBNX Radio Network.
Yeah.
Boom.
All
You
right,
already know my shit private.
Jazz.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Jasmine_beautiful. That's JAZMIN_beautiful. And on Snapchat, Jasmine_beauty with 2 eyes.
And you can follow me on Instagram at It's Ms. with a Z, Poison Ivy, or on Twitter at Ms. Poison Ivy with a Z. All right, you've been listening to No Filter Fridays right here on IBNXradio.com. As you can see, our filter doesn't even stop when we're supposed to get off the air because there's no filters. All right, see you next Friday. Peace.
IBNX Radio.